Showtime in 60 seconds. "45 seconds. "30 seconds. The show will start in 15 seconds, and this is your last audible warning.
Previously on the Bubba the Love Sponge Show.
Like almost they're snapping your neck, and then they'll put the Y strap on you and try to elongate your spine. Think about how gummed up poor Trump is.
Secret Service has got a gun on you the whole time.
That guy, you're in the crosshairs of a 30-06 the entire time.
Wow. You're listening to the Bubba the Love Sponge Show.
Broadcast rights for the Bubba the Love Sponge Show have been granted to this station by the Bubba Radio Network and is intended solely for the enjoyment of our listening audience. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, or other use of this production without the express written consent of the Bubba Radio Network is prohibited.
Thursday, May 17th. The Bubba the Love Sponge Show, 2025. Brian, I thought we had a no hat policy.
What we did?
I thought we did. Lummy, did we have a no hat? Do we have
it away.
Oh, I took it away?
Yeah.
I said that people can have hats again?
Yeah.
Okay, no problem. Brian, there's no problems.
You can't even keep track of you being a whiny little...
All right,
Hold on.
Dirt Merchant and Neil Mount Plaisir, $50.
There's always hats out west.
Brian. Like, that's just really being a dick. When I forget that I made a ruling one way or the other, and then you try to, and I tell you that, hey, you know what? I'm sorry. You can have your hat. Not a big deal. My bad. Not engaging at all. Your hat's fine because I did maybe an amendment to my original ruling, right, Lummy?
Yes.
And so I tell you. Don't make a big deal about it. No big deal. Keep your stupid ass cowboy hat on, even though you're not a cowboy. And then you automatically come firing on me. Like, come on, bud. Like you.
Well, you come out of the gates just attacking me.
Well, I noticed a big ass cowboy hat, and I wasn't. It took me back a little bit.
It's part of him now, Bubba.
It's a part of my persona. It's like telling Grady Judd he can't wear his. You wouldn't understand. You haven't been to River Ranch.
And so listen to me.
Changes a man.
Listen to me. I know that. So when I say, and then Lummy backs me up with the official ruling because he's the keeper of all rules and everything important.
Yes.
With this little, do you have your trapper keeper?
Yeah, it's behind me.
Don't worry, it says Salento on the brim on the back, Bubba, so it's okay.
So what I'm saying is when I then ask Lummy, he goes, no, Bubba. I said, isn't there a no hat policy? And he goes, no, you changed it. So then I tell you, Brian, your hat's cool. Like, you're good, bud. And then
remind me, should I be mad about this or not?
He was just getting clarification.
You know what? I did ask. You could interpret that if you'd like, and he said no, you shouldn't be. And then I, for lack of a better term, baby-faced on the baby face and told him your hat's fine. Then you take it off in disgust. And then try to start getting heat with me. I mean, get heat with me when it makes sense, but when I'm trying to dance with you, kid, don't be that big of a prick.
People are saying that you should start wearing a cowboy hat.
People should say that you should start dancing with me and not always try to, shove it up my ass.
Maybe
it's got to be line dancing now, like they do on the ranch.
Maybe he set the tone today, Bubba, that he's going to be a physical presence in here and a menace to deal with.
I hope not.
I am full hot at our president for dumping all of us and divorcing us just because we believe in the conspiracy theories.
Listen, here's the thing. he's really, really messing up. I mean, in my opinion,
stop it.
He's really messing up.
This is sacrilegious.
You don't think that you
Rumble's going to explode?
You don't think this is going to continue to get bigger and bigger until they release something?
I mean, he pretty much called out 90% of his supporters and said, "You're not my friends anymore. I don't want you. I don't want your support."
If you're a Republican and you think that there's something here, you're stupid. And like he said something. There was 2 cuts.
Yeah.
Two
He's
slides.
like, "You're falling for the bullshiz."
So I don't know, man. I don't think it's going away until they release something. Supposedly there was the jailhouse tape that was released yesterday, but there's a minute.
2 minutes and 50 seconds.
Yeah,
so forensic scientists have gone through it and with the metadata determined that there's almost 3 minutes missing from the footage, which would mean that Pam Bondi bald-faced lied when she said it was just a minute and it happens every night and blah, blah, blah.
So let me ask you a question. She did say that. She said all that and more, along with it's on my desk and now we're getting into word games. Well, I meant the entire file was on my desk, not the list, and within the file was never a list. I mean, they're really just trying to insult our intelligence at this point. They came out swinging hard when they thought, maybe it contained whatever it did. I don't know what the advantage of not releasing it is, other than what Brian said yesterday on a call-in, which is maybe potentially Regina Hunter's conspiracy theory, and that is there's world leaders on these potential lists that could really, really, really not really use a big sexual scandal right now and probably jeopardize our relationship with said country, whether it's an Israel, with a politician in Israel, whether it's a politician in Saudi Arabia or whatever, that it could really cause a crap storm, and you'll just have to take the heat and not releasing it and be called a bold face. I don't know, Brian. Somebody's protecting something around here.
Well, here's what I don't get, and here's where the incongruency arises.
I love that word, by the way. Let me, what do we call it?
I have no idea.
Incongruency?
Incongruency.
There you go.
So on the one,
do you listen? Do you have the same show in your headphones that I do?
Yes.
Okay. I just said why
I'm
you
currently doing something while you're doing that. Sorry.
Oh, no problem. Multitasking at its finest.
I'm sorry.
All right. So anyway, Brian, incongruency.
all of Lummy's audio is filtered through Tito's, but the incongruency
God,
is.
Look how hot she is.
Oh, I thought you were talking about me.
Not that guy. The other guy.
That guy's got a weird face.
No, I'm just talking about the Channel 10 chick. Oh my God.
Yeah. Okay, so on the one hand, Trump's saying, don't believe it, it's all a Democratic hoax. But on the other hand, in 2019, his Department of Justice was arresting and prosecuting Jeffrey Epstein under these supposed quote-unquote hoax document files that aren't true. So which is it?
So the files that his administration used to incarcerate Jeffrey Epstein are the files now that he's saying, oh, there's nothing to see here. This is a hoax brought on by the Democrats. They had it for 4 years as well, and so it's their fault. No. I mean, okay. Let's say, Brian, that that's the truth. Okay, then let's see it. You should have no problem with letting us see it then. If the Democrats had it for 4 years, the same file you got, then there should be no problem. You make the Democrats look stupid.
But yeah, he had the file before, so I just don't understand where he's going with this.
But I don't think anybody does, and that's why everybody's flipped out to the point where they think Donald Trump's a liar. Somebody's going to get caught holding the bag on this deal.
But
who
Brian,
are they protecting?
You know that Obama and the Clintons and Joe Biden are the actual ones that wrote the Epstein files, right?
Yes, personally. Okay. It's in their handwriting.
I mean, you didn't bring that up at all. I just wanted to make sure you know that is a big talking point
and poor
around
Bill,
these parts.
And they're saying that
Michelle
Bill,
put her mushroom stamp on the bottom of it.
And they're saying that Bill may not be nearly as frequent of a flyer on the Lolita Express as they put him on there. And within the conspiracy is, oh, there she is right there. Oh, God damn it.
When are you just going to reach out to her?
I'm not gonna.
You're just going to fawn on over her every morning?
Fawning
like Trump over a young Paris Hilton?
I'm a realist. I'm 59 years old. She's 29, please.
What's he gonna reach out and say,
Yeah,
Brian?
what am I gonna say?
Hey, you're
I'm
hot.
your biggest fan. Want to come on my show?
I would just say, you know what? In my studios, when I'm doing my show every morning, we watch you on Channel 10, and we admire your work. That's not. I don't think that's creepy, Brian. Right? I mean, if I just said we admire your work, we watch you in the studio. You're our channel of choice when we're doing our show, and we admire your work. I think that's pretty.
Let me send this to her.
From one content creator to the other.
Cutting it.
There you go. I don't even know her name.
What's her name, Seth?
Caitlin Lockerbie.
Caitlin Lockerbie. Whew. You are amazing.
You should show a picture of her on YouTube one morning. I don't think you've ever shown one picture of her.
Caitlin, lock her up for me, if you know what I'm saying.
Despite how much we talk about her, I'm sure these people.
Let me maybe. I think we've put her Instagram.
Oh, you went okay.
Yeah,
that's right.
Yeah.
My bad.
Yeah.
My bad.
So anyway, hold on. Quick little housekeeping deal. Let me.
The mystery boxes are here?
No, we're not doing those yet. I got so many other projects going on right now. I cannot do your mystery box. I just can't. And I'm asking you to shut up about it until I get ahead.
The people are asking me not to stop until they come out.
Okay, well, I'm telling you to stop.
In case you wanted to see it again, I did send you her Instagram back.
Okay, thank you. I'll get to it real fast. I will tell you this. If you go to Bub Army Merch, Bub Army Shop, BubArmyStore.com, Merch Crick has now sent out all the Fat Man Dunk 3 tennis shoes.
Nice.
Everybody, so there are about 16 pair left. And I think we have, you can see that we have some 8, maybe, and there could be 1 8.5 or there could be 3. But here's the sizes that we have at least one of: 8.5, 9, 9.5, 10, 10.5, 11, 11.5, and 12, which I think, Brian, that probably
90% of humans.
90% of men.
Yeah,
exactly.
What are you, Brian?
Hold on, let me guess. I bet he's a 10.
I'm a 9.5.
Okay, I was close. Lummy's a 14.
And in some shoes, I'm a 9, embarrassing.
Macho, what are you, a 10? 9.5?
10.5.
10.5. That's what I am. I'm a 10.5. What are you, Seth?
Extra thick.
Wide. Thick and wide. Zeth, what are you in the shoe?
Thick and wide?
No, well.
I am. I have high arches. I'm an 11.
Okay. So we have at least one of the following sizes when you go to the the Bubba Army limited edition Fat Man Dunks Air Bubba 3s. When you go to that section, and if it lets you check out, that means we got it.
Nice.
So we got that. I ordered the those outdoor fisherman lawn dogs sun shirts.
Yeah.
We got those coming.
Oh, that's great.
I got more lunch boxes coming, and I got more
nice
switchblade retractable knives coming as well. Continue to check Bubba Army Store, Bubba Army Merch, BubbaArmyShop.com daily. I would go immediately if you got shut out on those shoes. I would go immediately and pick up a pair of those while you still can, because I know as of yesterday she had 18 pairs left.
Those knives too, man. Everyone keeps asking,
especially for the money. I think it's left. What are they? $19?
Yeah,
$21.
They're amazing.
Brian, do you have one?
The switchblade?
Yeah.
The Bubba Sling Blade? No.
I think you took a shiz on them.
I didn't take a shiz on it. It took a shiz on me. You handed me yours after you had just lubed it up, and I had oil all over my hands the rest of the show.
Well, I did scored a little WD-40 down on mine to really get it.
And then you used it to cut your chicken salad sandwich.
You know what?
This tastes real oily.
I guarantee you that WD-40 won't hurt you if you ingest.
Oh, you guarantee it? Show us right now. Spray something right down the gullet.
Just like you used to with the Windex.
Yeah, the 409. It was
409.
Please.
Watch this. You ready? You watching?
Well, I'm there's a little delay.
I'm watching.
Oh my God!
I may have to. Will you at least give me the fact that I can?
Can we turn this into a viral online challenge?
That I can take a sip of water afterwards?
Sure.
Yeah, you don't have to do this.
I'm not afraid of it though.
Well, you
ready,
should
watch.
be.
Watch. Ready?
It's a WD-40 challenge.
Oh my God!
Oh.
I saw it spray. He got a little on his lip too. Oh.
How's it taste, Bubba?
It tastes oily. I just drank some motor oil. But I don't think it will kill you.
Well, we'll find out in about 3-4
Let's
minutes.
see here.
Seth is vomiting.
Seth, are you vomiting?
So it says right here, it says that you should not drink WD-40. Ingesting can cause diarrhea, vomiting, or bowel irritation.
I've already made it through the vomiting. I didn't vomit.
Well, you know what? Now I'm going to be able to go easy because it's going to coat all of my guts.
I will tell you this: that I feel like I got oil breath. Like I'm breathing oil through my nose.
Can cause severe lung damage.
How did Brian get you to do that again, Bubba?
Because he handed me the knife with some oil on it, and he ate it, and he's like, it's fine to ingest. Oh. So he just sprayed it right down his gullet.
I don't know if I should have done that.
No, you shouldn't have.
No, the water's going to take care of it.
Because the
water won't take care of it. It's water displacement 40.
It's in my nasal. It's in my sinus. It's in my sinuses now, and so every breath is a thing of oil.
This isn't good.
I'm reading online. The only thing good for after drinking WD-40 is the All-American beer.
Yeah,
real American beer,
and that's only if Hogan is out of the hospital and still alive.
You got to do a 409 chaser with that, Bubba.
Oh, man.
Oh, I don't think 409 would be nearly as bad.
Let's find out.
I'm tore up over that.
Well, I sent you.
What
happens if you
Why
swallow
would you have done that?
Probably should have had you look it up before.
Yeah.
But I was trying to be Johnny Big Pants here.
I gotta say, you do sound like you're breathing easier. Like the air's just flowing out of you.
And I don't have near the nasal drippage and throat clearing.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. What happens if you swallow WD-40? Swallowing may cause gastrointestinal irritation, nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, dizziness, drowsiness, and other central nervous system effects. This product is an aspiration hazard. If swallowed, it can enter the lungs and may cause chemical pneumonia, severe lung damage, and death.
Oh, no. Oh, no. You're going to be right next to Hogan on a breathing tube.
Allegedly.
Hold on. How much WD is toxic?
Don't move me from Tampa General.
I feel like I got to poop already. It said numerical measures of toxicity. The oral toxicity of this product is estimated to be greater than 5,000 milligrams per kilogram, and dermal toxology greater than 2,000 milligrams per kilogram, based on an assessment of ingredients. So,
I have no idea what that means.
Hey, Bubba, the fat pig suggested we call poison control and go live on live. What do you say?
Maybe
Well, we have our new stunt guy for the show. He's also the host.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, my career's fallen so far that I'm now the stunt boy and the host.
Babyface, why'd you make him do that?
I'm the worst person ever. Steve-O's at Side Splitters this weekend, too. If you enjoyed that entertainment, go to Side Splitters, check out Steve-O this weekend.
Hey, Bubba, can I ask you a question?
Yeah, I'm trying to get this oil breath out of my system. Yes,
Babyface and I had a date this weekend at the Offspring concert.
Oh yeah, I got so many questions about that. But yes, go ahead.
Well, I asked him what do you think the last concert Bubba went to was, and Brian said one of the livestocks. So
no.
I wanted to let you know that we were trying to figure out when the last time you were actually at a concert.
It probably would have been. Oh my God. Probably OAR at the Ruth Eckerd Hall in like 2011. 2010, 2011.
Wow.
So like 14 years.
That's crazy.
What do I need to be going to concerts for? I mean, concerts.
Please, they come to me.
I've seen everybody pretty much.
You haven't seen Sublime with Jacob.
I have not. We will be having Sublime on the air today at night. Is it 9:30, Lummy?
Yes.
Okay. You have to go on the prison or get my quiz questions. Or did you already do that?
I already did that.
They fell down.
Oh, probably the fan was a little strong.
Don't talk about Rhizome, buddy.
Yeah, Rhizome's dizzed.
I got to go to the bathroom. I'm going to have to go to.
Oh my goodness!
Yeah, I do. I have to go.
No, it doesn't work that quickly, Bubba.
Seth, I just bent over and
a little came out.
If you liked that segment, then you'll definitely like the new redesigned BubbaArmyHQ.com. We'll be back to the Bubba the Love Sponge show after this.
The Baudet.
Should we get that box to check the medical box?
Mommy, do you know what Cowboy Kitty says? No. He says, meowdy, partner. Cowboy Kitty says, meowdy, partner.
He's been working on that one since Saturday.
I'm workshopping. I'm like a great comedian trying to find out the best way to deliver the punchline.
That's your pass and prep material. We want you working blue. We want your NC-17 shit.
Oh, but what'd you think of Shane Gillis last night at the ESPYs?
I thought he did a good job.
I thought he did fucking great. That Caitlin Clark joke, it was. Both of them were awesome.
He had good jokes.
Caitlin Clark and I got a lot in common. We're both from the Midwest, and we both have hit a lot of threes. And when Caitlin Clark retires from the WNBA, she's going to work at the Waffle House so she can continue doing what she loves, having fist fights with black women.
Hey, John, your brother Danny is the man, and he hulks up, brother.
Good. He got
the Epstein joke, the Trump joke, the Adam Silver, Juan Soto joke.
Yeah, that was. I sent those all to Bubba.
Yeah, they were fucking great, man.
I hope he's able to cover them so we can have some lighthearted stuff today.
I have a Twitter that has like all of them too that I sent him. I think there's like 18 different cuts.
Holy shit!
From his whole monologue. When he drove 907.
All I know is I saw the clips out there.
The band?
Yeah.
They have a new album out. You excited?
I've been listening to it nonstop.
Yeah. The whole thing or just clips of it?
You're whimsical, man. I'll give that to you.
I finally started listing my own stuff on eBay.
Did you?
We'll see how it goes. So I went through my Camaneros and I realized I overpaid on a lot of them.
Yeah, well.
But the ones I didn't overpay on, I'm trying to sell now.
What did you list? Just some of the lesser stuff?
Yeah, like the Leaf Autos, and that I stupidly bought, the pre-production 101s. And then I got a good deal on a Topps Tier 1, so I got it for shipped and out the door tax, everything for $38. So I can probably sell that for around $60.
Hierarchy,
so I'm gonna
$100.
make my $20 off of that one.
Thank you, Hierarchy.
Wow, Harvey, thank you, sir.
The Caminero might be stuff you could take to card shows around here soon.
Yeah.
I'm going to go over afterward.
How we doing, Fleet?
I got oil breath.
You got oil breath?
No, I got oil signage. You know how it's kind of in your hold in your.
Oh, do you want some pretzel sticks?
Yes.
All right.
Like just a handful of maybe a little bowl full or something.
Yep.
Yeah.
That might help absorb it. I did have it.
That's what WD-40 said, is grab some pretzel sticks.
Snyder's.
Snyder's of Hanover, though, because it's thicker and it can absorb the oil better.
Hey, Brian, were you a Righteous Gemstones guy?
Yes.
Okay, all right. Because I just started, and I'm on season 3, like episode 7. So I wanted to talk.
We haven't just started then. You're pretty far into it.
No, I know. What I'm saying is when I talk about something that I saw, you and Seth can co-sign with me because you guys have both watched it.
Yeah, I mean, I imagine I'll remember some of the stuff.
Yeah, I'm sure you're going to remember what I'm going to bring up today. What I'm going to bring up here.
How'd the poop go, Bubba? Is this going to be a part of your morning ritual?
I don't know. It was a fucking explosion, and
did you see like a layer of oil at the top of the bowl?
Oh boy.
There was no slick. I just hope I can get. Thank you, Lummy. Now, thank you so very much. Lummy's my Keef.
The new Sublime is on the button bar if you ever want to play.
I can't play it.
There you can.
And Sonata.
Yeah, they waitlisted us yesterday.
Yeah, well, we've been told that before.
But they're a professional band.
Yeah, they actually did. We got them to late the day before, and they went through and then they sent us a song that's not released yet.
So today is our signed band review.
Yeah. Well, I said we can't get a band.
What's up, Felix? What's up, Berto?
I'm gonna play it.
Come back from the break with it. Then you get extra time to eat, Fleet.
Maybe you're dancing with me, okay?
I see. I told you I'd dance with you after that first explosion we had.
Broadcasting live from the Aquabito studios, aquabito.com/Bubba. It's the Bubba the Love Sponge Show.
Small town, a big mouth.
That guy's name?
Bradley Noel.
And then he overdosed, and they put some. Is a guy named Ford or something like that?
Rome.
Guy named Rome, and he wrote out and was the lead singer clear up until recently, where they took the original guy who overdosed and put his son in there.
Jacob.
That's who the new lead singer is, and we just heard from, and it sounds just like his dad. So we'll have the drummer of Sublime on today at 9:30.
9:30,
and they're gonna be where are they gonna be? Are they local?
No, they're just kicking off their tour.
So they're
kicking off their solo or that Ensenada releases tomorrow. So
yeah, so they're solo. So they're just using the show. They're not necessarily anywhere locally.
No.
They're using the show globally to promote their new stuff.
Yes,
that's great. Thank you. Good score on that.
Thank you.
So, Brian, what concert did you and your boyfriend go to?
We went and saw Newfound Glory, Jimmy Eat World, and The Offspring at the Mid-Florida Credit Union Amphitheater located near the Florida State
Fairgrounds. I don't know if you heard the show or not yesterday, but Seth was a little perturbed in the fact that his very favorite song of all time came on as the final encore song, and you like to get out of there a little early for traffic reasons. Even though you have triple VIP, you're the best parking known to man, you still have to somewhat, it's instilled into your little shovel face that you must leave early, and Seth didn't get to hear his... Seth, I think I told the story correctly. You didn't get to hear your favorite
Well, that's
song.
not what happened, so you must not be telling it correctly.
Jason Lindquist, $10.
What happened?
We... strategically.
Well, first of all, I heard that Seth might have some footage of you having a meltdown on a parking guide.
I wasn't having a meltdown.
Let's go ahead and rewind and start from the top. You get to the facility and you got triple VIP, but you're in the double VIP section, and so your understanding is like, well, listen, if I'm in a better section than this, but I'm here, then I should be good because I'm actually supposed to be in a better section, but I like it here.
But then the guy made a good point. He's like, well, we only have a certain number of spots and we sell them. But I'm like, you don't sell them up to the limit, so I don't buy that at all.
And they told Brian to get to step in.
Yeah, told Brian, so I had to pull. Don't tell us what our limits are, bitch. Get in there and turn your key on the ignition and get to stepping.
Like, I liked where I was parked. It was a good spot, and he made me move because it wasn't where it was supposed to be.
Yeah. So
because they don't do a good job of there's no direction there. It's just kind of
theater's terrible, man.
Yeah, it's kind of a free for all.
And so what's that? Let me.
I was gonna say, did they repair the roof yet on it?
No, it's wide open.
I say keep the roof off.
Yeah, it did make it breezier feeling in there, so that was nice.
Because maybe the wind could get underneath the sail a little bit better.
Yeah,
maybe they should.
No sail.
Maybe they should learn. Did all the entire roof fall off?
Yeah, except the part that's over the bandstand. Yeah,
that's it. But usually they have another covered section that does the grass and. About half of the amphitheater, right?
It just does the seats.
Oh, it's just the seats.
Yeah,
and is it much like a Tropicana type situation, like a canvas, material, like a industrial strength, canvas material that could withstand a lot, but not 125 mile an hour winds.
Yeah.
So that's gone. Now, do they? Brian, will a place like the amphitheater have insurance for something like that? And
of course.
Like, so why haven't they had the insurance company in there and they got a new roof?
Is it because I think it just takes a while to get stuff like that manufactured. It's not sitting around.
Oh, it's not like something you can buy off the shelf. They have to say, hey, listen, we need it this, by that. It's very, very custom in the fact that they have to make it a certain size, not just one that you can buy off the shelf.
Yeah, they can't go down to like Marine Hardware store or whatever and get those tarps.
I mean, they could always get those blue tarps that the white trash of Largo use, right?
I mean, I don't think there would be a point to it.
So anyway, you guys went to the concert, the Offspring concert on, was that Friday?
Saturday.
Oh, Saturday.
Oh.
Now, did Seth ride with you or meet you?
Yeah, he met at my office and we picked him up from there and then we rode.
Why would you guys not meet at the studios instead of the office?
Because the studio has a gate and the office doesn't, so it's quicker and easier to get out of the office.
It's also most secure.
Well, it was Seth's Ford Hemi. We're not really concerned about it.
We're not parking.
I think he'd be happy if somebody stole it at this point.
We're not parking Jay's Ferrari over there unfenced, right?
Yeah.
I think Seth leaves the keys in it for you to steal it. So
it says, "Steal me, please."
Yeah, Seth doesn't quite have the equity in that car he wanted, and so he's looking for somebody to steal it, and then he'll get a payoff on the deal and be able to get a new car.
Brian's a wild man. He picked me up, and then he told his wife to get in the back seat, and then he had two friends in the back seat, and it was
Brian, family truckster.
It was a wild time.
I mean, I had warned Seth about all of this because I know of his social anxiety. So I had told him everything that was going to happen.
I was good, wasn't I?
You were fine. You're great.
Yeah.
You were better than ever.
And thanks for the brewski.
Yeah, he took a sip of liquor and he became a wild man.
Really?
Yeah, one sip.
I'm sorry if I'm a little
distracted.
Yeah, I'm just trying to get this oil taste out of my mouth.
They say the best way is to spray some more.
Brian.
Got to fight fire with fire, as they say.
So you guys all go, and then is there an after party that Seth doesn't partake in, or I'm assuming you come back to the studios? I'm sorry, to your studios, drop off Seth so he can get in his Ford Hemi, and then maybe you guys go on and take it. Not go home, go to one other place for a late night Willie, and Seth goes immediately home.
Well, yeah, that's kind of what happened. Our friends that went with Seth and I.
Can Seth sit and watch a concert for 2 hours?
He was very well behaved.
Does he have that skill set? I mean, because he's like usually a cat on a hot tin roof. Like even at Bart, man, like he's never in one place very long.
Seth did not get up from his seat one time except to switch seats with me.
I sent you a picture, Bubba.
Really?
Of the couple.
Brian had to take a rest at times during and I said I had to
My
keep
low
standing.
back was hurting me, man. I had done some yard work earlier in the day.
Pull some weeds?
He took a seat during the slower numbers.
Okay, here. This is a picture. Oh my God! Yeah, we got the cowboy. Now, Brian, is this cowboy gimmick kind of your new gimmick now? Is that your I'm going out gimmick?
It's not a gimmick, man. It's the way I'm living my life.
Wow, what's your wife think about the cowboy life?
She loves it.
I can't think of a lesser cowboy than you that's trying to be a cowboy.
It works though, Bubba. I mean, it
does.
No
It
girls
does work.
bothered us when they saw us together at the amphitheater, which is what we like.
Didn't want to be bothered by anybody.
Why don't you have your hot wife in there? You're beautiful.
She was at the casino next door,
losing it all.
Oh, so you're saying she didn't even want to go to the stupid concert?
No.
She's like, drop me off at Hard Rock.
Yep.
And come call me when you're headed back this way.
Yep. That's what we did.
Oh. So who all went to the actual concert? Just you and Seth?
Me, Seth, and then a couple friends that have Matt and Pass.
He hangs out with some wild women.
You're out of your mind.
Hold on. Matt, who are the other two attending?
Matt and Pass.
Who's Matt?
Matt's a good guy. Lives in the neighborhood. He there's this little poor kid that lives in Brian's neighborhood named Rory.
That Seth is insanely jealous of.
And they all give this kid the baseball cards and stuff like that. So it's.
Is he on the spectrum? Is he a kid?
No, his family's actually really wealthy, but for some reason he's tricked Brian and Brian's friend Brett into giving Matt.
See, you know what that is? That's just Brian wishing he had a son. So he's living vicarious. You know, he's like, I love my daughter, but boy, I wish I could have had a boy too.
Yeah, I wish Rory was mine.
So you find, that low hanging fruit in the neighborhood of the kid
I'm taking Rory dirt track racing soon.
Yeah. So anyway,
look at the fire in that sky, though, Bubba. Look at the love in the air, man.
That's a beautiful picture.
It is.
Now, where's Moss and Poss or whoever their names are?
They were up buying me a shirt I didn't want at this time.
I think they went to go gamble or something.
No, they didn't go. No, they hadn't left yet. They didn't leave before sunset.
If you guys were to take a picture of the stage from where you are right there in this picture, how far away are you from the stage? Pretty far?
Yeah, we didn't get the best seats, but
Seth
we got the best deal on seats.
Seth was saying that, and this is maybe a quote that I wasn't supposed to say, but he was so far away that black and white people looked the same.
Yeah, there were some people that were racially ambiguous on stage.
Yeah, Seth couldn't tell a difference between a black guy and a white guy.
Brian couldn't either, though.
The lead singer of Newfound Glory was
it was spotty.
It was spotty.
And then Seth said, he couldn't really differentiate maybe the drummer from the lead singer. It just all looked like a big pile of humanity up there playing.
Well, that was before they had the video monitors working, but then they did for Jimmy Eat World, and then they never took the camera off Jimmy.
Brian got. So you probably watch most of the show from the.
Well, I mean, you're there to really hear it more than anything. These aren't bands that are like doing flips and stuff on stage. Newfound Glory had some good energy, but
Snook Slayer made an interesting point. I bet Babyface had his wife write him out cowgirl style after the concert.
Well, you can make those bets all you want at Hard Rock Bet app and sign up today and get a free $50.
What does Mama think about the cowboy getup?
She doesn't mind. She doesn't care. We've been married long enough that it doesn't do anything for her either
so
way.
Is that just you being goofy and just that's just what she'll chalk it up to? Is that just my husband being free spirited like he is?
I mean, sure.
So anyway, there's Keith and Kelvin right there.
Which one's Keith and which one's Kelvin?
I don't know with you two. Now with me and Lummy, I'm Kelvin, he's Keith. But like with you two, I don't know which one would be which. You guys give me some like
just a couple of guys soaking up the fire in the sky.
There you go.
And some Sudskis.
Nothing to do with Kelvin or Keith at all. So I'm watching the Righteous Gemstones. I'm in season 3. I got one more season to go, and 2 people here on the show are familiar with it and watched all entire 4 seasons and are, I think, fans of liked it. I don't know if it's Danny McBride's best work. I don't know if he'll ever be able to beat Eastbound and Down, but it's standard Danny McBride. And I think it was written by him too, wasn't it?
Yeah, also I think it's way better than Eastbound and Down. It's evolved.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, because there's so many more characters.
I mean, John Goodman wasn't ever going to be in Eastbound and Down. I'll tell you that.
No, you're right. I wish they would have incorporated Steve Janowski on the Righteous Gemstones.
They did. Well, you'll get there.
Okay. So last night was the kiss that Kelvin gave Keith before they were going back on stage after the kidnapping and after all that. And last night was the kiss. So it looks like they're romantically involved. And then did you hear? Are you familiar with the song that they played during that kissing scene? And I'm thinking, here's my question. It was sung by Kenny Rogers, and it's called Daytime Friends and Nighttime Lovers. And I can't probably play it on the air because I'll get a strike.
There's got to be a royalty-free version of it.
Daytime Friends and Nighttime Lovers. So is Kenny Rogers singing about 2 men in that song that went to, I think it was a hit, like a smash for him. It was like it might have been a #1 country song for Kenny Rogers. So at the time that Kenny Rogers made that song, Daytime Friends and Nighttime Lovers, talks about holding hands and stuff like that, but at night, basically having full-blown sex. Is he talking about like a secretary or a girlfriend that they have to be friends, but then they go and blast during the night?
No, I mean, he comes right out of the gate talking about, and he'll tell her he's working late again, but she knows too well there's something going on. She's been neglected and she needs a friend, so her trembling fingers dial the telephone. Lord, it hurts her doing this again. He's the best friend that her husband ever knew. She's banging her husband's best friend.
All right, so it's a guy banging a woman behind a guy's back
because he's working late again. Yeah,
right. Okay. But they played it in a gay way, meaning like they played it during the Kelvin Keefe kiss. So it made me to believe is like, man, were we so open-minded back in what year was it, by the way, Brian? And what was its highest charting position? I know it was a hit.
It came out in
like 78.
Hold on, let me see. 78.
Oh, God. Tell me how good I am.
It spent 2 years on the charts, but only peaked at number 33, the album.
But I'm talking about the single. Daytime Friends and Nighttime Lovers.
It was released in 77.
77, yeah.
The single was.
The single was released in 77.
And how, I mean, did it go to number one? I think
that was actually the album. It was on an album. So that I had wrong. 10 Years of Gold was not the album. It was Daytime Friends in 77.
Yeah, so 77, Daytime Friends. And what did the single do? Was it like, what did it chart? The album charted 30-some for 2 years, but what did the single chart?
It peaked in the U.S. Hot Country Single 1, Billboard Hot 100, 28.
All right, so 28 on the all-inclusive chart and number 1 on the country charts.
And number 17 on the entire year.
Right. So I was thinking, man, there's no way that Kenny Rogers wrote this back in 1977, talking about a man having sex with a man. There's no way. And we're just open and minded enough now in 2025 that we really don't have a problem with
Islands in the Stream's about golden showers.
Oh, is it really?
No.
Oh. Man, see, when you come up with stuff, Brian, I hold you to such high credibility that I'm assuming it's correct, and really you're over there just pulling ribs. So I feel a little bit better knowing that it's a man and a woman.
Yes, of course.
But the righteous gemstones played it in on a man-on-man situation. So that's where I'm at, Brian, with regards to the righteous gemstones. I like it, but I heard that it starts to get real. So I'm halfway for 3. I got probably 4 or 5, maybe 4 episodes left on 3, and then all of 4. Does it get even better?
Yeah, it's a great show.
It really is. It really is. What shows are you? My sister told me that I needed to be watching Friends and Neighbors. Something called Friends and Neighbors.
Don't know what that is.
I think we watched the trailer recently.
Did we? I don't want to watch it again.
Okay.
So anyway, the Emmys, the 2025 Emmys, the nominations were released, I think maybe on Monday or Tuesday. I'm a couple days behind on this, but man, maybe this shows you shows that you should be watching, or I don't know. The righteous gemstones are nowhere to be found, and the Goggins guy, Uncle Billy, Baby Bubba, that guy.
Yeah,
he does not get nominated for Uncle Billy. Was it Uncle Bobby Billy? Uncle Billy Bob?
Uncle Baby Billy.
Uncle Baby Billy, who I love the character. Do you like the character?
It's a phenomenal character.
I love the character. My favorite though is Judy. I love Judy. I think she's the sleeper in the series. But Goggins gets all kinds of nominations for White Lotus, but not for the righteous gemstones. And the righteous gemstones nowhere to be found. Outstanding limited or anthology series. I don't know what that means. What does that mean? Like, where do I go to here we go. Probably the outstanding television movie. But that's...
Have you ever heard of any of those, though, Bubba?
No.
Exactly.
Bridget Jones, Mad About the Boy, Peacock. Is that the Gorge?
Yeah.
On Apple TV. Mountainhead on HBO Max.
That's what I get now as a rancher.
Right. That's what, exactly. My Lord, I didn't even put 2 and 2 together, but the cowboy hat equals Mountainhead, doesn't it, buddy?
100%.
Nona's, which I have... Nana's. And Rebel Ridge. I've not heard any of those.
So Nana's has Vince Vaughn, and it's about Italian women working in a kitchen together.
Is it a comedy?
It's a comedy movie for older people.
All right, so let me ask you a question.
So Bubba might like it.
Elephant's fun.
Brian, please. Just please. I already drank WD-40 for you. Can you take it a little easy on me?
I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry I called you older.
Yeah.
Even though you are technically than me.
Let me ask you a question. Out of all these, how many have you watched?
0.
All right, so none of us should probably worry about any of that.
Well, I mean, maybe like best drama series or best comedy series. I think those are interesting, but I don't know about direction for an anthology.
I don't know. Yeah, I'm trying to go.
Outstanding comedy series. They nominated a lot.
I can't even find
Abbott
it.
Elementary, The Bear, Hacks, Nobody Wants This, Only Murders in the Building, Shrinking, The Studio, and What We Do in the Shadows.
I've heard a lot about The Bear.
Yeah, I have.
Where's the Bear at?
The Bear is on FX, and it's a show about a guy working in a kitchen. He's a chef, and I don't know. That's all I know.
No, hold on. Got a guy working in a kitchen that's a chef.
He's a chef. Yep.
That's the Bear.
Yep.
That's what we know about it right now.
That's what we know about right now.
But soon we might be way deep into it.
Supporting actor in a drama series. You got Zach Cherry, Walton Goggins, and The White Lotus. Basically, I'm just going to go through you got Severance. I never saw Severance. I saw White Lotus, Paradise, and seems like you might want to check out Severance. Has anybody seen Severance?
That's the one on with Adam Scott stars in it on Apple TV. I think I started watching the first episode and it put me to sleep.
Yeah.
Did Ben Stiller create that, or I thought he was?
Maybe it is him.
It's all over the place.
Adam Scott from Parks and Rec is the star of it, I believe.
So you went through on the outstanding comedy series. That's probably what we, most of our audience and we would probably.
I sent you the Bear trailer, season 1.
Now is the Bear nominated for best? Yeah, it is. It's the second one. Is this it right here?
Yes.
All right, hold on here. Let me see.
People really like it.
The Bear?
Yeah.
How many seasons is it into?
I think 3, 2, 3.
It's season 4 now.
4. Jesus.
You always blame this place.
All of our time, money, work gets sucked up into this place. The only thing we get back is chaos, resentment. This place is eating you alive.
What's like bar rescue?
This doesn't seem funny.
I mean,
is it comedy?
Should I break it up?
What's the point?
Yo, should I break this up?
Yes! No!
Look alive, chefs. We open.
This place could be so different from all the other places we've been at.
I have every intention of turning this into an efficient, respectable place of business run by adults. Eventually.
I think I'm already out.
I'm in.
Oh, you want to continue?
No. I don't need. You don't have to continue playing the track.
We're gonna get a copyright strike for "Sweet Dreams" by the Eurythmics.
I just turned it off.
I've heard enough about it and seen it to where it's worth checking out.
You think the trailer didn't do it justice on comedy?
Place sucked.
The toilet explodes in his face. What's funnier than that?
Man, I'm starting to get a stomachache. Let me.
Do you need some Pepto or something?
I don't know, man. I don't know. That wasn't. I just spontaneously did it. I wasn't even thinking it would be like a real oil kind of deal. I was just thinking it might be like a kind of a medicine-y. I should have known because it's an oil-based lubricant. So when you drink that, like, what else are you gonna? I mean, like, I'm not gonna, have a goddamn McDonald's chocolate shake after.
Oh, you're gonna have a McDonald's chocolate shake. It's just gonna be in the toilet.
It's just gonna. You're right. Toilet. It's just gonna be going the opposite direction. I'm gonna have a McDonald's, Oreo smoothie with chunks. But it's going to be coming from my guttural out my mouth.
Stands for wet diarrhea 40.
Oh my God!
That's how many times you're going to go today.
Well, I mean, I don't know why I
did. The pretzels help you?
No, I can only eat those during commercials. I think they may have helped a little bit. So Trump, now, and I've done a little bit of research with regards to the difference between using real sugar and then high fructose corn syrup. And most of everything in America in the 70s and the 80s that called for real sugar as its sweetener has switched over to high fructose corn syrup just because corn is so highly subsidized in America that it's way cheaper than sugar.
Sugar. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was going to say this is the campaign promise that I was concerned about.
Right.
Sugar.
Seth said up to this point he has not really cared, but this is where he draws the line on the campaign promises.
Sugar, from my understanding, is more difficult and more expensive to grow.
Very much so.
Yeah.
And it's not as
to process.
And it's not as subsidized as corn is.
Right.
Meaning the government actually goes into these farmers that are growing corn, and they'll be like, okay, we're going to add just as a governmental relief because farming is so weather sensitive and your crop, one year you could have a banner crop and just kill it, and another year your crop got completely 100% burned up in the drought and you've lost it all. A lot of these farmers, you need $1 million pieces of equipment to harvest, this on any, listen, Brian, there's no money in harvesting 100 acres. These farmers go out, and if they don't own the land, they lease the land from the people that do, and then they farm it and give the people that own the land. Like Larry Plummer, Lummy, has 30 acres in Warsaw.
Nice.
But he only has his plot of his shop and his house and his backyard on 5 acres. So he has a farmer that pays him to farm his 20 acres behind his house. And sometimes it's soybeans and sometimes it's corn. And, but Larry, Larry will get like a $5,000 or $6,000 check. And he didn't have the equipment, you can't farm 20 acres and with the equipment that you need and make any money. So that's why these farmers do thousands and thousands of acres. But with that comes a huge amount of risk based on weather. And some farmers, if the government didn't subsidize their crops, they would only last one season. One bad. I got 3,000 acres of corn here in Indiana, and we just had the driest summer ever. My crop is destroyed, and I'm going to lose my tractor. I'm going to lose my combine. I'm going to lose my grain trucks. I'm going to lose my silos, my farm, everything. And the government comes in and considered it's an act of God or a natural disaster, and they heavily subsidize corn. Enough for where a guy can have a bad crop and still at least pay his bills and not lose everything. Whereas I don't think that the government subsidizes sugar that much, because I don't think sugar is as weather sensitive, because it's my understanding that they grow sugar by flooding the fields, and you could never get that much rain. So it's all superficial man-made flooding, and they got the equipment to do it. So it doesn't matter how much rain we get or don't get; they have to flood the fields. I don't know how I don't know how they grow sugar, but I was always under the assumption it was like a flooded field kind of deal, and the weather didn't have as much to do with sugar, so it's not a very highly government subsidized commodity at all. So in 70s and the 80s, all these basically it started with soft drinks. And they all switched to high fructose corn syrup because it was just dramatically cheaper than sugar. And so now, man, anything pretty much in America that calls for a sweetener, a sugar-like sweetener, they all use high fructose corn syrup for their profit margins. And sugar is still sugar, but like Mexico and Canada, there's some countries, I think Mexico, where they don't, high fructose corn syrup is illegal to put into, or it's not suggested. The government prefers sugar for whatever reason. And so if you get a Coke that's made for Mexico, or Seth, they'll do the kosher. The kosher versions of any food, for some reason, kosher foods have to be real sugar. It can't be sweetened through high fructose corn syrup.
Is this exciting news for people who consume Coke?
No, I'm just trying to get her. Listen, a lot of people listen to the show, not necessarily to laugh nonstop. We've already had the laughing. I'm ready to puke WD-40 at a moment's notice. What I'm trying to just right now is tie in the fact that Trump, yesterday, one of his big "let me pound my chest and let me tell you how cool I am," as he is convinced supposedly Coca-Cola to switch from high fructose corn syrup back over to sugar for the Coca-Cola formula.
Oh, I thought they were going to start putting Coke back in it.
Yeah, that's when you start buying.
I mean, everybody would.
Have you seen the pictures of his cankles?
Whose?
Trump's.
No.
Wow.
So what I'm
soccer
saying,
match.
what I'm saying is, he said that he wrote a letter to the president of Coca-Cola, and I think they're considering, or they're going to put sugar back in its recipe, and so I looked at the differences between sugar versus high fructose corn syrup, like health-wise. Yep. Is there and basically there is no significant difference in like they say they both are very familiar. Like not one is better for you health-wise than the other. That's pretty much a push. And it says, in summary, high fructose corn syrup is used in place of sugar primarily due to its lower cost, its ease of use, and its perceived health benefits in food, blah, blah, blah. So, healthy-wise, it's a push, but sugar is more expensive. Does that mean Coca-Cola is going to have, it's going to be more expensive now?
I mean, it's pretty expensive already. I don't know.
Yeah, they've been raising the prices for a while.
But what I'm saying is, like, you don't see Pepsi saying they're going to do it.
So the problem with high fructose corn syrup is because it's cheaper, they put it in more foods,
right?
Than things. So like even like pasta sauce can have high levels of sugar.
Anything that calls for sugar as a sweetener can and probably is subsidized with high fructose corn syrup instead, just because of the pure cost. Like you're talking about on the volumes that you're doing, that you're bottling a soft drink. I mean, Brian, it could be millions a day that you're saving. Right? I mean,
oh yeah, depending on what the product is that you're pushing out, and because of the addictive nature of sugar, a lot of companies will put unnecessarily higher amounts of sugar in it to try and get you to consume more,
to get you addicted.
Yep,
because that's what they want to do, just get us addicted.
Well, just to get you to consume more.
Like, I'm addicted to Big Macs. I like Big Macs.
Oh, there's probably sugar in those.
Oh, what?
I guarantee they put sugar in the buns.
Oh, I guarantee you they do. I guarantee they might sugar their meat up a little bit too, McDonald's.
I sent you a video of the difference between sugar and
high fructose corn syrup. Okay, fine. Hi, who's this? You're on the air. 813-90 Bubba. Go ahead.
9 grams of sugar in a Big Mac.
For real?
Yeah.
Go ahead, sir. Or ma'am, or caller.
Hey.
Caller.
Morning, Bubba.
Hi, buddy.
I was listening earlier. You were talking about the righteous gemstones. I had a couple of things for Babyface, but I just don't give up when you see that Bradley Cooper episode. That should have just been a 10-minute little deal because it's terrible. But
what are you talking about?
Otherwise,
it's
great.
The first episode of season 4. It's okay.
So you're saying the righteous gemstones, season 4, Ep 1 is horrible?
It's not horrible. It's just a little bit of a segue that or a flashback. Yeah, but it was unnecessary for it to be the whole episode. Yeah.
Okay. So you're saying Ep 1 may have jumped season 4 Ep 1 may have jumped the shark slightly?
But then it gets right back on track.
All right, buddy.
So
I'll probably have it. I'll have it finished by this weekend.
If you haven't checked out Sneaky Pete, it just went on to Netflix, and it used to be on Max.
It's super
Apple
old.
TV.
Yeah, it's got Giovanni Ribisi and Walter White for what's his name?
And it's great.
Bryan Cranston.
And Babyface also made a great suggestion that I checked out. He was on the money. You would like From. It's awesome, and I don't know why they haven't come out with new seasons yet, but
they did. They just did. I mean, one was released like late last year, so they made that one.
Well, now what's From?
The second season?
I mean, I think they released the third season now.
Babyface, I've never heard you speak.
I mean the newest.
Never heard you speak of From.
Well, I mentioned it on the show once. It's kind of from the makers of Lost, and it's kind of a supernatural psychological movie show. I actually don't think you would like it,
Yeah,
Bubba.
probably way too much, thinking for me. You know what I'm saying? I need things laid out.
I sent you the trailer if you want to watch it.
No, I don't even want to watch it.
You like Sneaky Pete?
I don't like thinking. I like it just laying it all out for me, and I get it. You know what I'm saying?
You would like Sneaky Pete. I watched 2 seasons of that, and it was okay.
What's it about?
He's essentially a con artist, fraudster, and it's like his situation.
Oh, is it kind of like me? I mean, is he a charlatan / grifter like me?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Let me thank you for providing me what the difference between sugar and high fructose corn syrup is. I know it's riveting content, but I was just trying to educate a little bit. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to, I have to be a clown every second of the
hopefully this helps.
show.
So what's the difference between high fructose corn syrup and sugar?
Hey, there's a lot of guys that are driving to work right now that'll use this data to, go and tell the boys, hey, and get into the whole sugar talk a little bit. This might create a little water cooler heat back at home, back at the shop.
It seems like high fructose corn syrup is in every single food and drink wrapped in plastic. You can't find it for sale alone on the shelf. And since there's a little bit of mystery about this stuff, let's take a look at how different...
Yeah, you're right. Like, you can buy a bag of sugar, but do they make a bottle of high fructose corn syrup? I don't know that they do.
They sell corn syrup. I don't know if it's the high fructose variety.
Right.
These two sweets are, and settle this once and for all.
We're fixing to settle this once and for all, buddy.
Yeah, Caro and is a brand of corn syrup.
But not as a high fructose.
I don't know if it's high fructose.
See, corn syrup in itself may not have the sweetener add to it.
Oh no, it's sweet.
Okay.
But the high fruit you can only buy in like gallon jugs and.
Fructose corn syrup made its big-time market debut in the 1970s due to new taxes on import sugars as well as subsidies on corn kernels.
So far I was right.
That's right.
Brian, give me something, cuz.
Preach it.
I mean,
I was dead on. I said subsidies on corn. Did I not, Lover?
Yeah.
I didn't know a whole big deal of it.
You're the only
Making
one
it much
here cornier than me, Bubba.
Cheaper sweetener than regular table sugar. Since then, it's become a pretty standard part of the American diet.
Especially growing up in Indiana, man. That's like home of the corn.
Yeah.
Like Iowa, Indiana, those are big corn belt states where, corn. You can drive, down just and see thousands and thousands and thousands of acres of just straight corn.
Feeling like a freak on a leash when I go to those
corn
states.
syrup doesn't come about naturally, but instead...
As a kid, man, playing in the corn can be real scary because if you get to the middle of a cornfield, this has happened to me. You get dyslexic. You don't know which way is north, south, east, or west. And, it might be a mile. You get a mile is in the middle. So... you can maybe try to retrace because you knock down corn stalks if a lot of times when you're walking through the corn. So maybe you could retrace your steps, but remember, there was that horror movie called Children of the Corn.
Yes, there was.
And there weren't they the kids that lived in the corn?
No, they would use it to pretty much kill and put the scarecrows. They'd make the dead body scarecrows.
Oh, okay.
Pretty advanced chemical process. Corn is milled down.
Has any of you guys been in a cornfield? Way deep into a cornfield when the corn's 8 foot tall, getting ready to harvest. Like right there, this is pretty close. And just how lost and scary it can be, or am I the only person that's children of the corn?
There's a corn maze up in the Brooksville area when you go to the pumpkin patch.
And have you been in it?
Yeah, but it's a maze. I mean, it's designed to get out.
Right. It's not designed to be Farmer Johnson's, patch that you and the boys would see. What the kids would do back in the day is you'd park your cars in the ditch on the side of the road, and then you'd go about a mile into the corn, and then you'd stomp down a big circle and lay down blankets because nobody can see unless you're in a helicopter or an airplane, and then that's where you would
blast your chick.
Well, there was blasting. There was drinking, there was smoking weed, there was, everything that you probably couldn't do in your mom's basement when you were a junior or a senior, you could do in the middle of a cornfield.
Did you blast any chicks in a cornfield?
I'm not talking, we don't need to talk about that.
Oh.
I got some high fructose corn syrup to shoot all over your face.
So, anyway, Lummy, they made for the best until the farmer walked his, drove, maybe had to fertilize his corn or irrigate it, and he somehow listen, once a corn gets so high, the farmer doesn't even really go to the middle, and unless he suspects something or a lot of times they'll just walk their cornfield to see if there's any dead spots or things like that. Well, if a farmer finds what we used to call them corn parties, if he finds that you've had a corn party in his field, a lot of times, because once you found a field, you'd keep going back to that field.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And, well, a lot of times the farmers would be waiting for you.
Oh.
Because they found out that you were having a corn party in their corn. And you got to understand, you're damaging quite a bit of their product. I mean, you're probably, from me to Brian, and then maybe to the door, stomping down, stalks of corn. So, you're probably wasting maybe 100 or 50 to 100 plants, that he can't harvest. Plus, you're wrecking havoc on the path. You're breaking corn stalks and making them unharvestable in the path to the corn party, and then the corn party is completely like you can't harvest any of that. So farmers would hide like 4, 5, 6 rows from where we were partying. Let us get the coolers out and
come and slob on my cob,
and then slob on my cob.
It's a 3-6 Mafia reference. Kinda.
Wow. So anyway, Lummy, then the farmer would come up and say,
let me put my ear in your rear.
He would be really mad and tell me you're going to call your parents, or we'd try to run and not get caught by him.
Or he didn't have like a gun. I thought maybe he'd have a gun or anything.
No, he wasn't. He wasn't there to shoot you, but he would be there to, go tell your parents or call the cops or something like that. Then you'd try to run. And, we'd always try to park backwards into the field. So if somebody did come out, you just drove backwards into the next. Literally, this is in the middle of like dirt roads. You drive backwards to the next intersection, then turning around once he couldn't see your license plate.
I'm a husky boy.
I'm the one that usually got caught.
Really?
Yeah, because they would all run.
If you want a deep dive into the Bubba the Love Sponge show from the past, go to BubbaArmyHQ.com. We'll be back after these words.
Should have, if not, Snizzuk.
What's that, Lemmy?
I was trying to chat. Snizzuk says earlier. Asked if you confiscated your beers. What's up, Bubba's Cankles? Small town bourbon, 36 months. Thumbs up for Babyface. Yeah, but it was at 6:30 we went there. Let's see if we make it back. It's
Are we off now?
Yeah, I wonder if we're gonna get back on it like they did yesterday.
Were we on for a minute?
Yeah, we were on for 35 minutes.
We were?
Yeah.
I hope I was being funny.
Don't worry, I was.
It was around the time that you swallowed the WD-40.
Oh, yeah, that'll put us over the top.
Brian, I'm a little fucked up over, I'll be honest with you.
Well, I'm sorry I did that to you.
You the one that did it?
Pretty much.
I think I said you won't eat WD-40s.
Yeah, that's literally all I said. And then he's like, oh, yeah? I'll show you.
Say it again. Why not?
Oh, yeah? We'll see about that. Glad you're having a good time.
Glad you're feeling good over there, saying I won't eat WD-40.
Yeah.
I don't know. Do you think Danny McBride, his best acting was in Gemstones or Eastbound and Down? I think Eastbound and Down.
Vice principals.
Yeah.
No, I think he's good in everything. They're just different roles. He's definitely more aggressively comedic in Eastbound and Down, but there's a subtlety to the humor and the character development in Righteous Gemstones, I think, that tops it.
He just plays different versions of himself.
Mm-hmm.
Which is fine.
I wonder what he's like as a real person.
He's a cool dude. He lives in South Carolina. He moved away with like a compound with 3 of his friends from California out there, and they enjoy.
So him and 3 of his boys moved from LA to South Carolina and got like a little compound.
Yeah.
Like a cabin kind of deal. Or?
I don't know what the houses look like.
He's got a good interview with Caleb Presley.
Did you really vomit when Bubba did that, Seth? That upset your bell?
Yeah.
I didn't throw up, but I was actually
dry heaving.
Irish 22, 21 months.
I did steal my hat from Richard Petty. I'm a grave robber.
From Richard Petty. We need to put feathers on it like the way Richard has his.
He's still alive.
He's got like peacock feathers on his.
Richard Petty's not still alive.
The fuck he's not.
Yeah, I told you, bitch.
He is?
Yeah.
How old is he?
How could you?
He's got like 142.
He was a young man back in the day. He just
He's
always
still
looked like
alive,
he was 50.
and
yeah, he's 88.
And
He's
I think
always
like,
looked 60.
Honest to God, I think he's like 80 some.
He's 88.
But he's fucking in like he's in every race. He's like fucking hillbilly in shape, like fucking white trash.
That's crazy because he looks the same age now that he looked in 1982.
He looks the same as he did in 84.
Yeah.
Broadcasting live from the Aquabito Studios, aquabito.com/Bubba. It's the Bubba the Love Sponge Show.
So during the commercial break when we were gone, you probably saw it on Hot Mic if you're streaming the show. Rumble, Facebook, YouTube, X, Twitch, all you can watch the show visually, streamed with all of us on camera. And those are all at the Bubba Army. And when we break down 8 times a day for 5 minutes and 20 seconds for the terrestrial affiliates to play commercials, then we're still hooked on live to the streamers, and they get kind of a rated R version of what we're talking about, or we can cuss and do things like that. And Brian, somebody was commenting on Brian's cowboy hat, and it said that he looked like Richard Petty, and then Brian, not knowing anything about racing or Richard Petty probably in general. I keep burping that damn oil. I feel like I'm sucking on a red line W, like 0.20 weight lummy.
We gotta get your K&N filter to swallow.
God.
Be more throaty.
I feel like I need to maybe drink some lacquer thinner or something to thin out.
That is what they said to do.
To thin out the oil effect that I got in my palate.
Great idea. Can you get some from the back?
I got a naturally oily palate right now from actually squirting a significant amount.
Somebody in chat said that they did it once, and the only thing that helped was chewing on some kitty litter.
Okay, whatever.
Jesus.
So we get to the Richard Petty deal, and Brian so erroneously says, "Well, he's dead."
Yeah,
he's dead.
Well, what I meant by that is I'm the king now because I'm rocking the cowboy hat.
He will always be the king, even if he dies. And because I think him and Jimmy Johnson are the only 2 human beings to have 7 championships. No, I'm sorry, Dale Sr. So it's Richard Petty did it first, Dale Sr. did it second, and Jimmy Johnson came up. And I don't think it'll ever happen again just because they've made the cars so equal. But, they're all 7-time champions.
Bubba Wallace says, hold my beer.
Bubba Wallace,
I'm joking.
I really don't like Bubba Wallace.
I knew it would get you set off. I'm sorry.
I don't like Bubba Wallace, and I don't know why they are forcing an African American down the American throats. He's not a good driver.
You can't handle it, huh? You can't take the African American down your throat?
No, I can take an African American that's shoved down my throat, that's polite, doesn't play the race card, and is a decent driver, can actually win a race, and is not a little bitch. And try. I don't know if this is true or not, or maybe this was an Yeah, is that true?
No, it came out being false.
It did. Yeah, I was going to say he didn't. He wouldn't say that.
That the white flag was racist? You fell for that one?
I did.
Oh.
A lot of people did, I think.
So anyway, Brian's hat's been much,
ballyhooed.
Much ballyhooed and somewhat compared to the King Richard Petty's hat. And then Lummy looked up. I'm like, man, how old is Richard Petty? Lummy finds out he's 88.
Just turned it July 2nd.
Anytime, if you watch any NASCAR stuff, he goes to, I think they still got a team.
He has a team, but he retired this year, and he's not going to any more
races?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He said he stepped away.
All right, so...
He said he's tired of having an African American man shoved down his throat.
Well, yeah. After the Bubba Wallace mandate, that's where Richard said, "I'm out." If a black guy earns his way in NASCAR, then great, because he's a great driver and he's paid his dues. But NASCAR's trying to diversify the sport, and they feel a African American driver will do that, and it could potentially. If you had the right African American driver, it could help. It could diversify. But you got the wrong one. Bubba Wallace is just he's trash. He's arrogant. He thinks he's all that. He sucks. Michael Jordan should fire him and bring in another.
Which one should he bring in?
There's a couple of African American kids that are in the lower ranks right now. I think there's one in the truck series. I think there are a handful that have come up through Chevrolet, Ford, and Toyota racer development, driver development. And I think there are some, and I think there's a couple chicks that are being groomed as well. All you need is a black guy and a chick. Right?
Yeah. No, this is a serious
and you know
question.
what? And here's the other thing where they're messing up. You find the right black guy and the right chick that are competitive. That'll help the sport NASCAR tremendously. But then you bring in little Rico, so you're bringing in a little person, and little Rico can already drive. Like little Rico could literally get in one of those stock cars this weekend and be competitive.
I mean, Bubba Wallace finished 10th in 2023 overall. He was a top 10 driver.
2023.
Yeah.
Not as good as your last.
Well, he was 18th in 2024.
How many black drivers are there in dirt racing?
No, a few.
A few,
but not a lot. If they find an African American kid with a skill set, they'll take him through the pavement ranks more so than the dirt ranks. I do think there's some Formula One, which I think what's it called, Formula E, the electric version of Formula One. I think there's some. Well, I mean, listen, the greatest racer in the world, arguably of all time, Lewis Hamilton, is an African American guy. So
I don't think he's an African American.
I think he's a black guy.
He's an African Great Britain guy,
French guy, British.
But is he a black guy?
He's British.
But
he wouldn't be African American if he's from England.
Is he a black Briton?
Yeah, he has Afro descendants.
So but he's a black guy from Britain.
Yes.
He's Afro descendants. Did it list them, Lummy? Or
Lummy says that Lewis Hamilton has Afro descendants. He is a British. He's an African. He's a British African.
African Brit.
His mom is
He's
a white British, and his dad's an Afro-Grenadian, whatever.
Oh yeah, okay.
Descent.
So he's like a mulatto.
Yeah.
So anyway, if Lummy, Richard Petty is going to be 89, and if you look at Richard Petty, he looks like literally the same guy from 1984.
Yeah, he looks good.
Yeah, I got a picture of him squatting down next to his car here from, it had to have been like 79, and he looks almost identical to what he looks like today.
Man, back in the day when those guys would drive, they would sometimes, when they were, it took like 30 seconds or something, Lummy, to do a pit stop because they had like they had to take all 5 lug nuts off, and then they had to jack the car by manual, and then they had to put gas in the car, but the gas was just like regular 5-gallon cans. They'd
actually have to get out and pump it.
But sometimes they'd hand like Buddy Baker and old timers, they'd hand them a cigarette for them to be smoking. They'd be smoking a cigarette during the, because they needed their little nicotine hit. So they would be smoking a cigarette while the guys was working on the car, and they'd flip the cigarette out. And let me remember, they used to have just like a T-shirt on.
Oh, yeah.
T-shirt and goggles. And they were literally going like, almost 200 miles an hour back then with like T-shirt and goggles, smoking a cigarette during a 30-second pit stop.
I sent you what he looks like now.
They were rugged. They were rugged back then. Oh, is this Richard?
2025.
This is Richard Petty modern day?
Yes.
Hell yeah. I mean,
he looks great for 89.
I mean, whatever he's doing health-wise, right?
Double red blood cells.
I don't know what the hell, but you got to understand, this guy's 1 year from being 90. And look at him. In shape, spry, nice, still got them nice dental implants. See, Seth, Brian, I was saying, if you're going to take your cowboy hat to the Richard Petty level, you got to put he's got peacock feathers.
And I got to start rocking a bolo tie.
Yeah, we got to get you a bolo tie, and then we got to kind of maybe get you like a peacock. See his up here?
Yeah.
I don't know what I don't know if that's a dream catcher or.
Yeah, that's a custom Cherokee dream catcher with turquoise beads.
Right. Look at.
And that's the muff of the Native American that he deflowered. He scalped her
back after he won the '68 Daytona 500. She was in spring break.
Yep.
But look at that. Look at them teeth. That's Hollywood. The sunglasses, Hollywood. Bolo tie. Oh, hold on, Brian. Wait up. A custom 43 bolo tie. That would you be like having a Hunter Law logo, BOGO tie.
Yeah.
Bolo tie.
Or Bubba Army. Maybe Bubba Army bolo ties. That could be the next item.
I don't know. Maybe. I don't know if we got a lot of cowboys. I need to order 100 of those.
We'll have to do a pre-order and see how many people are interested in buying a bolo tie. You got to move to the pre-order model, Bubba. Stop wasting money.
We usually sell out of everything. We usually do. For real. Hello.
Bubba.
Yeah.
Hey, man, this is Mark from Cocoa.
Hi, Mark. But anyway, man, whoever's doing Richard Petty's,
I want him as my doctor.
Yeah, exactly. Anyway, sir, go ahead. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. Go ahead, buddy.
I was going to call in earlier this week, but I didn't want to derail y'all's show. But now that you're on the NASCAR topic, did you guys see the wreck that Cody Ware had at Chicago?
No.
Where?
Man, it was
Chicago.
It was
where?
Chicago street course.
Hey, listen. I don't really pay much attention to NASCAR nowadays. I've swapped. Listen, I've really manned up, and it's heavily Seth Kushner infused. But I've gone from liking NASCAR to WNBA. That's my new jam.
Oh man.
And Seth, and it's all attributed to Seth.
Let's hear about the wreck, dude. Come on.
No, but hold on. I know that NASCAR's got this one dude from Australia that they bring in during the road courses, and I saw Denny Hamlin on like Dale Jr.'s show, and he's like, there ain't anybody in NASCAR that can come within 3 or 4 seconds of this guy. Like this guy
this guy is a ringer, man. He is an absolute ringer.
Like
he won the Mexico race by 17 seconds, man.
Yeah, he won Chicago, then he won Sonoma, and then he won Mexico City by 17. Like this guy.
Well, who was the old head back in the day that was the road course specialist that they had?
Boris said.
Boris said.
Yeah, but he wasn't near. He didn't win.
He didn't ever do anything.
Yeah, he did. He was pretty good.
He had a couple wins,
but he wasn't like this. Like Brian, this guy is like. He has modern day NASCAR drivers like on the level of Denny Hamlin and Kyle Larson saying we cannot keep up with this guy. We can't.
They got nothing for him, man. They have nothing for him.
Yeah, and then they're saying, Denny Hamlin was saying, rumor has it is that he's not even really pushing the car. Like we're over here just pushing the hell out of our cars, ready to spin out on every corner, like it's a complete sketch job. Supposedly this dude, it's reported back from his engineers and stuff that he's not even driving it like aggressive. Like, he's
running about 70% pace, they said.
Yeah, there's man.
But that's how he makes his stuff last. That's how he makes his tires last.
So what's the guy's?
Then at the end,
what's the guy's name?
Marcus Ambrose.
Well, no, it's not Mark. It's not Ambrose. It's the new dude.
Oh,
what's the guy's name, buddy?
Shane Van Gisbergen.
Yes, Shane Van Gisbergen.
Oh boy,
this guy's the man. This guy's like.
Oh, he's New Zealand.
Yeah, he's from New Zealand. Shane Van's what is it?
Van Gisbergen.
Right. He's making everybody in NASCAR look like a bitch. I mean, like on these road courses. Now,
36 years old. He's not a youngin.
No, he's not. They picked him off.
Well, he came from the V8 supercars, and he's got 81 wins and 3 championships over there.
Yeah,
so he's the man.
But now, is he not very good on the ovals? Like, would he be crap at Daytona, or would he?
Well, he's got a full-time ride this season with Trackhouse, and he's getting a little better on the ovals, but it really don't. I mean, now he's got 3 wins, so he's locked into the playoffs, so he can be crap on the ovals for the rest of the year until the playoffs start.
I mean, he could literally be.
And he's got so many playoff points, he's just going to seed right in.
Hey, man, here's the deal: he could be. He's won 3 in a row, and he's so locked into the playoffs that literally he could be a starting park. Could he not?
Yep, absolutely.
He could literally, Brian, take the green flag. Until the playoffs start, Brian. He's so locked into the playoffs that he literally could, once he takes the green flag, could pull in and get out of his car and go home and finish dead last for the however many remaining races until the playoff starts. That's how pimp he is.
He runs the pits there.
Now let me ask you a question: is there a road course on the playoffs?
The Charlotte Roval. I think there's 2 more. We got Watkins Glen and the Charlotte Roval is in the playoffs.
And he'll win them both. He'll win them both. Let me see if you can Google him and after his name put heel and toe technique. Put heel to toe technique because that's where he gets his advantage. Is that, Brian? It's a way to drive the car with your toe, and then you use your right foot, and it operates. You condition yourself so that the toe hits the gas and your heel hits the brake.
I sent it to you.
And so
his in car they have is on his foot.
Well, okay, listen, sir. Anything else? I'm really excited.
Yeah, when you get a chance, man, check out that Cody Ware wreck. He lost his brakes coming off a high-speed corner, and he hit the wall at a dead stop at 93 miles an hour in the in-car camera. You could see it, man. It broke his helmet. It broke his Hans device, and it bent his steering wheel. I mean, when it came across, man, it looked like a missile. You didn't even know it was a car.
We'll look for it.
I mean,
hopefully
it's
not get an
insane wreck I think I've ever seen, man.
Cody Ware wreck.
I sent it to you right above. It's above the one I just sent you.
We'll look at it, okay, buddy?
Yes, sir.
By the way, for your all your NASCAR needs, it's the Bubba the Love Sponge Show. How you doing? I'll tell you this right now, and I think you'll stick up for me. Maybe Brian won't, but a lot of people back in the day were like, "Oh, Bubba talks about racing and wrestling and strippers." I can't really think of and I did talk about in my Sirius XM days. I was guilty of that. It was such a free forum that you could talk about anything you wanted, and you didn't have to worry about time spent
Sirius
listening.
had NASCAR on.
Yeah,
they just had it on there.
But that was what you were into.
Yeah, so I'm not. But I think all of you guys would stick up for me, and that I don't talk about racing that much anymore.
Thank God. I mean, no, you don't.
Now, Brian, I want you to look. And there's other drivers like Ricky Rudd could do it. I think Mark Martin could do it. This is
the old school guys.
Some of the old school guys.
Dusty Kegel.
Some of the Dusty Kegel. A lot of there are some old timers. I think Tony can do it, but not to the level of this guy. Like there's guys in the NASCAR circuit right now that can toe and heel, but not like this guy. So, Brian, I want you to look. This shows the car. This shows him head-on steering. Now, this is an isolation of his feet.
I'm watching.
Okay? Here we go.
At the driver, but To the right, gas, just like your car at home. The middle, the biggest pedal that he's on right there with his right foot. The brake, left side clutch. Clutch is unnecessary for the car to shift. You really just use it to get in and out of pit road. But some drivers, you actually use the clutch under decel to keep the rear tires from hopping. It's going to be really interesting to see how he uses his feet.
We see when he's downshifting, Brian, how he's using his heel to hit the accelerator and then his toe to hit the gas. I mean, to hit the brake. How he's using his right foot to operate both the brake and the throttle. They're saying his downshifting into corners is where he makes up all of his time.
Hummerdinger looked busy just with hands. We're going to see hands and feet of the 3-time Australian supercar champ.
Now we hear him start to pick it up a little bit so that he's ready to go when he gets to that alternate start-finish line. All
right.
The mark has been...
Anyway, that's why he's so good. What else did you send me? Let me the crash.
Oh, yeah, the crash right above it, yeah.
Is it bad?
The guy said it was the worst thing he's ever seen.
The guy was only going 93 miles an hour.
Yeah, he went straight into tires.
I mean, Dale Sr. was going at least, I think they said 160.
That's how a real man dies.
Exactly. Hold on here. Let's see this.
Jeez.
Hold on.
Hans device. Hans device is for pussies.
I don't think it has any sound, though. Because I got all the sound up and it's not playing.
I'll do it for you.
Good. Let me. Maybe if we don't get any sound, we won't get a violation.
Yeah, there we
I'll
go.
do the sound.
All right. Oh, wow. Oh, what? Check this out. So his brakes go out.
Yep, and he goes.
Oh, that's brutal. Said it broke his steering wheel, broke his Hans, broke everything.
Didn't break his neck, though.
I sent you his in-car video.
Oh, my God. That's going 100 miles an hour just straight into a wall.
Crash test dummy right on in.
I got to think, though, that those tires probably did help a little.
They saved his life.
Probably did a little
bit.
They
saved his life.
Yeah. All right.
Steering wheel. But he's back out there on the racetrack today. We were talking with him earlier. He's very sore. His Hans device, it bent the steering wheel. But he's back out there on the racetrack today. We were talking with him earlier. He's very sore.
Let me, did it not concuss him or did it not? No, the Hans and everything kept his head from, but it looks like his head almost hits the steering wheel, doesn't it?
Hans device, it bent the steering wheel. But he's back out there on the racetrack today. We were talking with him earlier. He's
See, no, the Hans only let it go so far. See, Dale Sr., and Dale Sr. had a full face mask. He ate the dashboard. Dale Sr. did. That's what killed him from a basal skull fracture. He ate the dashboard. This guy, obviously, the impact of because he had his hands holding onto the wheel.
I sent it to you in case you want to stop and start it.
Oh, you sent me a better one?
Yeah.
Okay, thanks.
So you can make it bigger.
Thank goodness, Lummy. You're a
He
hero.
broke his Hans device. It bent the steering wheel. But he broke his Hans device. It bent the steering wheel.
Much better, Lummy. So I think right here he figures out he ain't got no brakes.
But he's back out there on the race.
He did a good job of putting his hands up.
Yeah.
So that if he did go forward, they would do that.
Yeah.
It's almost like they're trained to do that.
They are. They are. But sometimes you break your hands.
Out there on the racetrack today, we were talking.
I'm trying to see how far his head went.
Out there.
About a foot.
Wow.
He lurches about a full foot forward.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's the fullest extent right there.
Yeah.
And that, I mean, back here's the seat, so I would say that's a good 12 inches.
But it's like instant.
Track today.
It's like you don't even see the movement in his body. He just like snaps forward.
It bent the steering wheel. But he's back out there on the racetrack today. We were talking with him earlier. He's very sore because it was his chest that helped bend.
I mean, so, Brian, the 5-part safety harness, the head restraint system, the Hans system, the crumple, they put crumple zones inside the car now. The front bumper is a whole lot stiffer. In conjunction with the tires, probably saved that guy's life. That was probably a fatality, however many years ago.
Yeah.
But now,
back when we were tough and rugged.
Yeah.
Now we're pussified and don't let drivers die on the track once they get out of their car.
Okay.
I know what you're referencing too. That's not really cool. Lummy, am I the only one that's jelly rolled out?
I think a lot of people. Well, no,
I mean, Seth, are you jelly rolled out in this?
I was never jelly rolled in.
Jelly Roll says he's been showing up every day to train at the Performance Center for the past 3 or 4 weeks in preparation for his debut at SummerSlam. what are they? How are they going to use? I will tell you this, man. He's looking good on his weight loss regimen.
He's teaming up with Brutus, and they're fighting the Texas Hangman.
So, what plans do they have for him, Seth? Do you know?
Yeah, him and Randy Orton are fighting Logan Paul and Drew McIntyre. And he has lost a ton of weight. He's been getting trained by The Undertaker.
Oh, has he?
Yeah, and Kevin Owens.
Man, everybody just marks out to this dude, man.
You used to, too, until he didn't reciprocate.
I mean, you got me on that one. I mean, we had him in here when he was trying to sell.
I'm over this guy.
We had him in here when he was trying to sell out Capitol Theater, capacity 300, and try to help the guy out, and nobody really knew who he was, and we did an interview with him and talked about he almost got arrested one time at a Waffle House, and I don't think the interview was adversarial at all, was it?
No, not at all.
I wasn't adversarial with him at all.
No. I mean, you didn't really know much about him, so I mean, there really wasn't. You didn't have hate for him,
right? I mean, was he with somebody else, and I was interviewing the other guy?
No, he was there.
Oh, okay.
Just his manager. His manager was.
It was him and his manager,
and his manager knew of you.
Oh, okay. And was that like 2015 or something?
No, before that, 13 maybe. 14.
Oh, okay. Do we have the interview?
Yeah, it's been up. It's all over everywhere.
Oh, okay.
Jelly Roll was.
I mean, he didn't walk out like one of the strippers when I asked him to see their boobs, and they would say no way. And I'm like, "But you're a stripper," and they're like, "I'm showing my boobs here in the studio," and I'm like, "But you show them." When you're dancing at Oz, why wouldn't you show them to me so I can describe how beautiful they are and people will come to Oz and see how beautiful your boobs are? She's like, I know. I'm like, Lemmy, we would have women that wouldn't show us their jugs. And they were in here trying to promote their, it was like.
And I'd kick them right out.
I would. I mean, get to hell. If you can't show me your jugs and you are in the stripping business and you want me to promote. Because they would be like a feature,
I had to get rid of Manson and Ned so that I could have you in here.
Bubba, if you want to watch him chokeslam last night while he was hosting the Jimmy Kimmel show, I sent you the full interview, but 9:50.
Lummy, didn't Jelly Roll's people end up hearing a short of us talking about how Jelly Roll won't come on the show? Did they not see anything that would make things worse?
Let me tell us what you really know.
9:50.
No, don't distract me with a time code.
No, there's people that
give it to me. Give it to me, buddy. Like if I made a mistake and I upset them and they heard a short from the show of us saying some bad things about him or something like that, and that's the reason, it wasn't the first reason why he didn't come back on, but this last time his people did hear the last stuff you said about him. Oh, okay. But what was it before that?
I mean, there was different things between back and forth. It was we didn't. The producer at the time didn't respond to him, and then we've also been told that his new people just didn't want him to go on our show.
Okay, that's great.
It's no
problem. You know what? No problem. I don't have a problem. That's your.
But now,
I can't hand it out of the park every time and let everybody. I can't make everybody like me.
Yeah.
And they can have reasons for not liking me. Maybe think but going on my show is bad for his brand, because he's got this very pristine brand. And
it's all about redemption and second chances.
And
so.
I'm a piece of shiz.
I'm just saying, you kind of fit into this story.
I told you this, Mr. Dummy Roll.
So is this, this is Logan Paul and Jelly Roll interview with Randy Orton interrupted by Drew McIntyre and Logan Paul.
Oh, how stupid.
In your lanes.
And not only is it stupid, Brian, it's not even part of a wrestling promotion. It's on the Jimmy Kimmel show.
Well, Jelly Roll was guest hosting for Jimmy Kimmel, and he was interviewing Randy Orton.
He's that over? That when Jimmy Kimmel goes on vacation, Jelly Roll is the guest? Are you kidding me?
I mean, I gave you that's the full 11-minute interview, too, earlier with Randy Orton, if you want to see his interview chops.
McIntyre and Logan Paul live at WWE SummerSlam on August 2nd and 3rd. Please welcome my tag team partner, Randy Orton. Real wrestling. Randy Orton. So we just seen each other this past weekend, but we're going to get to that.
reading. Can you see, Lummy?
Yeah.
Literally reading.
A minute. First, I want to start with you come from a real wrestling family. Your father was the cowboy Bob Orton, and your grandpa was Big O Bob Orton Sr.
That's right. That's right.
All softballs.
They're saying some people are saying online he may be the best interviewer ever. Not to get you mad, Bubba, but they're saying he's up there with Howard.
We're gonna go to commercial break. Commercial break it is, y'all.
But what a great transition.
They should have had Eric Andre guest host.
Man, I kick myself in the ass, Brian, for not having watched the Righteous Gemstones prior to my going on stage with Eric Andre, because I would have thrown some like Firstborn, like some of his lines and stuff. I would have thrown back at him, showing him that I'm familiar with his work, which I don't know if he would take as a mark move or that's kind of cool. That
I don't think it would have made a difference in how that show was going to go.
No,
Bubba.
but what I'm saying is I think he might have a little bit more of appreciation if I'm a fan of his work.
Oh, I don't think he cares.
You don't?
No.
He was going to just screw with me regardless?
Yeah.
But I don't. I think I did a good job.
Nobody's saying that you didn't.
Okay, thanks. Well, I'm just naturally prepared for you to say I suck at everything. So I thought you was going to tie in my Eric Andre appearance with badness.
I'm curious for you to watch this choke Simon, and then you give it your
I don't know what to do. I just lost. I guess we're gonna go to commercial break.
Yeah, that's a great interviewer right there, ladies and gentlemen. Right up there with the best of ones.
Commercial break it is, y'all.
I'm going to go to a commercial break. Commercial break it is, y'all. Yeah, that's really a smooth transition into a segue.
It's what the kids
Actually, no, I don't think we're going to go to commercial break. Logan Paul doesn't want to be in Los Angeles either. The people are so stupid, someone has to stop him. What are you, dummy? You a late-night talk show host? You a wrestler? You a country star? I told you this, Mr. Dummy Roll. Stay in your lane, stupid. Because I'll tell you what you are. You, my friend, are a greasy, redneck prison rat.
Whoa! I love it. Stiff.
Shut the hell up, Jelly Roll. There's your receipt, stupid. Hey, congrats. It's Logan Paul show now. A real superstar. So, ladies and gentlemen, you want to see a real star? I'm here. Why don't you leave, huh?
$$76,
I mean, I'm telling you, they're really putting his character over hard. I mean, they're really putting a character over hard to make Logan Paul do a job right there, clean, and look like a real real pussy.
They jobbed him out.
I mean, Logan. Listen, you gotta give Logan Paul some credit. He knew he's got to do a job for a guy that's not in the business, but he did it for what was good for business. That's one aspect of being a well-rounded wrestler. When there's times to lose for the brand and put somebody over strong, you do it. You don't let your attitude get in the way. And he did it. He did he did what needed to be done. Doesn't makes him look like a pussy. But he did it for business. It's good for business. The guy's a hell of a hand.
Randy, appreciate you coming out. You can see Randy Orton and me wrestle live August 2nd and 3rd, WWE SummerSlam, MetLife Stadium, baby. We'll be right back with music from Joey Badass.
Nobody's concerned that he hasn't moved since he's gone through the table. He could be paralyzed.
Yeah.
The lack of concern for humanity there.
Think he'll be calling your office to represent for a slip and fall?
I mean, what's up with Jimmy Fallon's security? Did they take the night off too?
Yeah,
Just letting anybody walk on stage?
Literally, hold on. The guy can drive onto the lot.
Yeah.
Park wherever he wants. Come through the back. Go through catering, guest relations, and just make it right onto the stage.
Yep.
On live TV.
Crazy.
Yeah, crazy. Anyway, good luck to Jelly. You know that Jelly Roll and Orton are going over. I mean, right, Seth? Does it right itself that him and that Jelly Roll doesn't take an L here? He gets. I mean, they've established his character pretty damn strong.
There could be some interference. I mean, Jelly Roll could lose a match in a cheating type way, and I think everything in his career would still be the status quo.
But a lot of the boys in the back, when you do the David Arquette and you do the Dennis Rodman and you do the Karl Malone and Shaq and you do the David Arquette one is the one that comes up the most with the boys. But when you do that and you put the strap on a guy that has not paid his dues, does not know the business, it's a absolute gimmick at best, that really the old school guys, the Undertakers, the Hogans, the Bret Harts, the Ric Flairs, the old school guys who, wrestling is a business and you do what's best for the business, win or lose. They always used to hate when Vince or Turner or whatever would gimmick up the belt and give it to a non-wrestler.
But that's why you need to have somebody like Taker in the locker room to go around and tell everybody the way it's going to be,
Shut up, Brian.
What? Do you think they all felt that way about you, too, at AEW?
Yeah.
Or TNA?
Yeah.
TNA?
Yeah, I was a Hogan, when Hogan cut his TNA deal with Dixie, he had total creative control over the entire product, including talent. And they had to hire who he said. Do you know? I mean, it makes me sick to my stomach because I didn't save much of it. Do you know they were paying me $12,000 a month to go over there and do 2 Monday night gimmicks?
Why'd you leave the industry, dude?
I got fired. Remember? But they were paying me $12,000 a month to go over there and just do it, like literally hang out with Hogan. And sometimes they use me, and sometimes they wouldn't. But I just to cut a few promos in the back. But all the boys hated me because I didn't deserve to be there. I hadn't paid my dues. I was a gimmick. I was a Hogan shoved down gimmick, and that's not good for the business.
So you weren't on the knobs.
But I'm not. Hold on. But I'm not as big a star as Jelly Roll. So when you're that big of a star and they do a program with you, then it's it takes a lot of the sting away the bigger the guy is as a star. You know what I'm saying?
So like when Rodman did it.
Yeah, like the boys weren't so bad because it's not unthinkable that a 6'8" NBA big dude could be pretty tough. Like when Karl Malone or the Shaq, those guys can really kick some ass. But when fat ass Jelly Roll, who used to weigh 500 pounds, and through Ozempic or whatever he's doing nowadays, and by the way, I applaud his newfound fitness. But he's not weight trained for years and been in an athletic Shaq and Karl Malone and Dennis Rodman. They'd all been in an organized sport and were the best. At that sport. So they were like the upper 1% of the human males that are rolling around today's society, and they're athletic and they're big. But, Jelly Roll is not an athlete. He's not played any professional sports at all. He's just recently got in shape, and he's a country singer. But he is super popular. So I don't know.
The days of guys coming in and that are celebrities and all that. If all the guys you mentioned, Ric Flair, Hogan, Undertaker, they're all gone.
Right.
So when you talk about a guy coming in like Jelly Roll who's going to do one spot on a 2-night SummerSlam, who they are teaming him up with probably the biggest, most accomplished name in WWE with Randy Orton.
Not only that, not only most accomplished, but also another. Kind of an old school throwback where he knows the business through his family.
Well, he's a guy that can help Jelly Roll throughout a match. So
right.
I think WWE's smart. I mean, it's $1 billion industry now.
I'm not trying to be I'm not trying to be jealous of Jelly Roll. I'm just thinking out loud. But I agree. I mean, it's probably really good for business. I mean, right? They're going to get all of Jelly Roll's fans, which are massive, to watch.
Yep.
The average WWE fan like Seth gets it and likes it because it's entertaining. And,
And you're going to be watching it just so you can hate on Jelly Roll.
Yeah.
You're listening to the Bubba the Love Sponge Show.
If you want 24/7 on-demand Bubba and the crew, go to BubbaArmyHQ.com. The Bubba the Love Sponge Show will be back after this.
Yeah, Bubba had the splash from the second rope.
That's right.
Yeah, thanks.
Second rope splash. Say it, Lummy. Great, it's a plain day. Buzzing us all day now. How's your bell, Bubs?
A what?
Your belly. You feeling loosey-goosey down there?
Yeah. I am.
Ah. Good morning, John Costica. You
Johnny
Broncos
K.
stud. How's it going?
I better check my PayPal.
Yeah, better check your PayPal. I'm here. Come on, Babyface Brigade. Let's mount up and give the man some money.
PayPal, nothing.
Nothing on PayPal. Oh man. Somebody sent us $300 to make sure it's working. That's the threshold.
Yeah, just 300.
Well, yeah. That's how you know it's working, if 300 goes through. Sometimes $1 will slip through. What's up, FJ Bar? How you doing, man?
Oh, did you need any like cake or anything for your stomach?
No, buddy.
Any cake for your stomach?
It might help coat it.
Oh, Greg from Canada says I get to pick the song.
Oh,
man.
Johnny Costica, $100 on PayPal.
Thank you, Johnny. See, look at that. Babyface Brigade coming through.
Love
Greg,
him.
Greg from Canada.
Love him.
Sending out a request. Do you have the time to listen to me whine about nothing and everything all at once? I'm one of those melodramatic fools, neurotic to the bone, no doubt about it.
What a well-written song.
Sometimes I give myself the creeps. Sometimes my mind plays tricks on me. It all keeps adding up. I think I'm cracking up. Am I just paranoid or am I just stoned?
I wish we could get you stoned.
I went into a shrink to analyze my dreams. She says it's lack of sex that's bringing me down. I went to a whore who said my life's a bore. So quit my whining, cause it's bringing her down. There you go. There you go, Greg from Canada. Not gonna quit my day job, Rockabilly Fire, but I'm allowed to have 3 jobs. Best guest host in America, karaoke superstar, and the best of the Bay lawyer. What can I say?
That's right.
A triple header. Triple threat. Thank you, Red Sea Pedestrian. I agree.
I'm doing the setup and then I'm handing over to you guys for Sublime.
Oh, really? We're interviewing the drummer? What's his name?
Well,
does he have both of his arms?
Seth. See,
I don't know why I'm getting punished.
No, I'm asking you to punish. I'm asking you to help me with this interview.
Is this Bud or Marshall?
I think it's Bud.
Oh, okay.
I asked you yesterday and you didn't help me.
I didn't know we were doing it. I know we were doing the whole thing.
Well, I mean, I'll be there to fucking carry a little bit of it.
Bud!
And Pringle can 666 $20 for Brian's butt.
John Costica.
That was not nice.
What did he say?
Brian's butt plug.
Oh, that's fine.
I just said that wasn't nice.
Whatever. Shit happens. Butt plugs happen.
Broadcasting live from the Aquabedo studios.
Aquabedo.com/Bubba.
It's the Bubba the Love Sponge Show.
God, I cannot get that oil taste. Lummy, I went through all those pretzels and everything, and I still got when I go to quench my or swallow some spit or anything, I got this internal sinus type oil.
Oh man,
smell. I feel like I'm got my I'm eating oil. So listen, I'll tell you right now, don't be stupid. And when your little nerd friends bet you to maybe take a taste of WD-40, regardless of how small, don't do it. I just took one for the team, and I'm telling you, it's not good.
409's better?
Oh, 409's a walk in the park compared to this.
Wow.
Yeah. 409, man. I drank half my Monster, and I was already cleaned out. Plus 409 when you would give you kind of a sinus cleanness feeling.
Yeah.
Like a disinfectant.
It's working.
Disinfectant's far more breathable as it's in your whole entire palate and system. The disinfectant is not nearly as irritating as an oil. Oil is just ew, and that's all I can taste right now is oil.
And if you think about it, the disinfectant did its job. It cleans out your sinuses.
Yeah,
it's a multi-surface cleaner.
I don't know that I needed lubrication for whatever.
You haven't coughed as much today, though, so.
Yeah, thanks. I just can't. The aftertaste is unbearable. Hello, who's this?
Hey, what's going on? This is Rockabilly Fire 1.
By the way, hold on. John Kostika, $100 in the PayPal.
All right.
PayPal, Venmo, Cash App at the Bubba Army. Johnny K, the steel slinging homie. I love him. I'm going to see him when I go up there. What do you got for me, sir?
All right. Hey, what's up? This is Rockabilly Fire 1. I had to bust your balls a little bit about the singing, but it's all good. Listen, based on that wrestling...
Hey, listen, rockin' baby Bubba Billy. I wasn't the one that was singing. It was Brian. So
I know who it was. I got you. Not you. I was talking about the other guy.
All right, you go ahead and sing now, Rockabilly, since you're clearly a judge of talent. Go ahead, sir. The floor is yours.
No, dude, I'm just busting your balls on that. Relax. Calm down.
Don't tell us to calm down. It's our show. We're supposed to tell you to calm down.
You call in to bust balls, and then I bust them back. You got to give and take, buddy.
Now it's time to show the balls.
Don't try to alpha up on us.
This isn't Hogan Avenue here. This isn't a one-way street.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So what do you want, buddy? What can I do for you?
Hey, how you doing? Hey.
Okay, I got to get ready at that point. Sir, I mean, for real. You're turning it into some
Andrew Dice Clay?
Yeah, what the hell?
Hickory dickory dock.
This bitch was sucking my...
Wow.
Now we just emulated him, so we look stupid now as well. Hello, who's this?
Hey, Bubba, how are you?
Good. Is this Dave from West Palm?
No.
No, sir. It's Mike from Lithia. How are you?
I'm just conditioned, Lummy, to get a Dave from West Palm call every day.
Exactly.
Dave, if you want to take a couple of weeks off, go ahead, my friend. We're a little tired of you. Go ahead, sir.
Hey, it's tough to follow that last call. I don't want you to hang up on me, so don't worry. I'm not going to do any stupid impressions. Couple of things. Do you ever hear from Brent?
Yeah, I do hear from Brent from time to time. Yes, I do. He's living locally, him and Caitlin, and he's working on a couple different projects, and one of which he just got, he went to, did online university kind of deal and got a degree in cyber something. So I think he might be working for somebody in that space, I think.
That's good. I just got caught up in a little YouTube vortex the other night and got into a Brent Hatley concert and absolutely laughed my ass off of it. It was just really funny. So I thought I would call in and just check to see if you still are in contact with me.
Listen, I actually offered Brent a slot, a full-time slot. As I'm, after Anna left, I kind of reached out to Brent. I'd be like, hey, man, if you want to come in full-time, it'd be me, you, Lummy, and Seth, and then we'll rotate the guests in, but you'll be full-time co-host. And he was like, just because I bounce off Brent so well, and I worked for so many years with Brent, that Brent could be there in front of Seth. He could be there after Seth. You know, he just knows the timing of the show. It would be great and seamless. He's he's very knowledgeable. He knows what I like. It would have been a good fit. It really would have. And he can work with all of our co-hosts. He's worked with everybody before, so it just makes a natural fit. I thought he was going to say yes. I really did. And he's like, and Brent and I are friendly. Like, there's no heat. Like, me and Brent aren't adversarial at all. Like, I keep in touch with Brent. But he was like, Bub, I don't want to. I'm not interested in being in the public spotlight. I think all the trolls and all the bad stuff that when he left the Stern show, I don't know if you guys know, but when he left the Stern show, like the trolls just killed him. Absolutely killed him. I mean, he got swatted. I don't know if you guys know this, but Hatley got swatted twice.
Jeez.
And think about how
what the FBI, the SWAT team shows up.
So he lived at the time right near Ferg's on some of those newer condos, Seth. Like right by Ferg's on Central, down from the park, not too far from Trop, and it was kind of the newer gray like high rise, and I forget what it's called, but it was super. It was pretty cool. It was pretty cool. You had your balcony that goes into a courtyard, and then it fed right into downtown. And, one of the trolls from I don't know where, the Dabbleverse or I don't know where, from Reddit, they got together and swatted Brent, and that's where they call the police department, Seth, and they say like there's been a killing in such and such apartment number, 1907. And the cops literally come with the entire SWAT team. And then you have to be like, and it's really not.
Well, they're coming in on edge because they think somebody's armed and dangerous in there.
Right. So, you answer the door and you have, hit the ground with a rifle to your back because they think you just killed your wife because that's what usually they do. So that's all they know. They don't know that you're formerly from the Howard Stern show and got all these people that hate you, much like they do us. It's a tough life being hated.
Yeah, but Brent's was next level. The things that I saw happen to Brent are things that I've never seen happen to anybody in this profession before.
Well, I mean, they would dox. Let me tell you what they would do. They would send Christmas cards to Brent's friends and family that photoshopped him having like a penis in his mouth, because him and his wife were swinger. They were in the lifestyle. They were swingers, but I don't think Brent was doing that. And they would send that to Caitlin's family and to Brent's family and
pictures of Caitlin getting plowed and stuff.
Yeah, just like nonstop. So not only they would also use the U.S. mail to send. Not only would they email this stuff to you, but you'd get it in the mail too.
That's pretty awful,
Brian. That's highly not that these
illegal.
These people that are trolls, they've covered their ass for the most part, so they can't be traced, and that's fine. But man, if they could find you and you're using the U.S. Post Office, I mean, I think you start getting into some pretty serious fines anytime you start using the Postal Service. Am I not, Brian? Like that's an escalator on whatever you may be doing. If you use the Postal Service to do it, I think it's an escalator in how severe it is.
Yeah.
And I was told by law enforcement that, do you know who the most powerful
Postmaster General?
Yep. The most powerful, nationwide, all of our country jurisdiction police agency. If you think about, you got the FBI, you got, ATF, you got ICE, you got the CIA, you got Homeland Security. There's all types of, you got the U.S. Marshals, but the United States Postal Inspectors, those dudes, they're the most, those dudes scare the FBI dudes. Like, these U.S. Postal Inspectors are so, dialed in and smart. They're supposedly next level stuff. Like, it's a bunch of really, really powerful nerds, and they're the most The average law enforcement guy's scared of a United States postal inspector. Because I guess there's no jurisdiction. They don't, they have zero jurisdiction. I think if you can get a letter to the place.
Well, I mean, they would have complete jurisdiction, not zero jurisdiction.
I mean, they'd have complete. I mean, there's nowhere they couldn't go. Hello.
Hang over at South Tampa. Hey, yeah, they got the McMillions people with the remember that they were with the postmaster.
Oh, was that the postmaster? The postmaster is the one that got the people doing the McMillions deal.
Yep.
I think originally it was a Secret Service deal because it was a gambling. I don't know what it was, but I know it went through a couple different agencies. But the one agency that got them was the Postal Service.
And
oh, right, sure. Thanks, buddy.
Okay, in Cleveland, I live in Akron.
That's cool.
Listen to an interview.
This guy's drunk. We're listening in to a guy on hold. Hello, you're on the air.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's going on, buddy?
Who? I apologize. Who is the guy that was with Hogan? With his AWE or whatever the hell that wrestling thing is.
You mean you're talking about Eric Bischoff?
Yes. He was on for 10 minutes yesterday on 8:50 a.m. promoting and not one mention of Hulk Hogan.
Well, in what capacity?
This guy said he was in Cleveland, so it's
he was doing the fight.
Yeah,
the real American wrestling or whatever it is.
So hold on, you're saying you're calling from? Hold on, sir. Let me backtrack so I can,
Okay.
I can fill in. Not a lot of people may know what you're talking about, but you live in Cleveland, and there's a radio.
I live in Akron.
All right, you live somewhere close to
There's
Cleveland.
A big difference. There's a big difference.
Enough that you can monitor AM 850.
I was listening to the interview. I listened to the whole interview.
Okay.
Because of you. Otherwise, I would have changed the
What
channel.
you're saying is Eric Bischoff is in Cleveland doing the radio and media circuit, trying to sell tickets.
I don't know if he was in Cleveland. He was on the phone.
Okay.
He's making good points, Bubba.
Eric Bischoff is doing interviews on Cleveland-based media to promote him and Hulk's new wrestling federation that supposedly has reserved a 13,000-seat venue, and records have it now that they've sold about 450 tickets.
I don't know anything about this selling tickets. Nothing. All I'm saying is I listened to a 10-minute interview yesterday on 8:50 a.m. WKNR.
Yeah.
And I didn't hear one mention of Hulk Hogan.
Now, sir, what's
Not
the biggest
one
difference
time did
between
they
Akron
mention-
and Cleveland?
No, please, Brian. So you're saying, man, that goes right along the lines of me saying Hogan's in trouble to the point where they're now doing his federation that he owns.
Hey, listen, I'm not mentioning or saying anything. All I'm saying is, Bubba, I'm telling you, not one. You listen to the whole interview. Go ahead.
All right, I got it, buddy. I'm trying to recap what you're saying. I got it. Hogan's nowhere to be found. He was not mentioned at all.
What are you mad about, man?
What are you mad about? I'm not
mad.
Jesus Christ! Our callers have turned
Don't
into
worry,
a bunch,
we got number
bunch
three.
of bitches.
The third car is gonna be better.
What I'm saying is yes, sir. Thank you for the information. Eric Bischoff did all of Cleveland media by whatever means yesterday.
No, I don't have a drinking problem. I have a not drinking problem.
And never one time on all the stations that you listen to Eric Bischoff promote his new shoot-style wrestling gimmick that's supposed to happen in 2 or 3 weeks in the Cleveland area. Never once, again, you reiterate, never one time did he ever mention Hulk Hogan. We got it. We got it, buddy. What else do you want from me? Jesus, maybe put down the bottle.
I think this guy can spit it out better.
Hello.
Hey, what's up, Bubba? It's Brandon the Quad.
I'm killing. Yes, Brandon the Quad. You got any insight? You got any insight to this big conundrum we got? This big Eric Bischoff high spot.
Yes, I do, because I went to Hogan's Hangout yesterday, and they say he's out of the hospital,
He comes in there every Monday morning, and has breakfast.
Well, I guarantee you that's not happening. And they see some guy in a wheelchair. They see some guy in a wheelchair, and they can tell that guy any story. I mean, please, they're taking you for it.
It was funny because I asked them, and they go, "Well, why are you asking?" And then I went to where you would get all his T-shirts, and I asked the guy that was working there, was a nice black guy, and I go, "So what's the update on Hogan? Is he still in the hospital?" And he goes, "Well, this podcaster spreading rumors about him, and he said it was you. So you're a podcaster now."
So we got BTQ investigates now. He's hitting the streets looking for the scoop.
Wait, where's this Hogan's Hangout? It's in Iowa?
No, he's in Clearwater.
No, Hogan's Hangout's right on top of Hogan's Beach.
Wait, Brandon's here?
Brandon's in Clearwater.
Yeah, Brandon's on vacation.
Didn't he just open one up in Nashville, too, or something?
Pigeon Forge.
Pigeon Forge, Tennessee. That he was not at his own. He was not at his own grand opening of his new surf shop. So he's got a surf shop. He's got a surf shop memorabilia place
in Tennessee. That's a great place for a surf shop.
He's got 3 now. Yeah. One in Tennessee, one on Clearwater Beach, and one in Orlando.
Yep.
And the one in here in Clearwater Beach is, I think, Lemmy, right on top of Hogan's Hangout.
Oh, pretty much same plaza.
It's on the same block.
Yeah.
Hogan's Hangout is on the ground floor. And I think
they're all on the ground floor now.
Oh, they are now. And then Hogan's Hangout's also on the ground, but a couple doors down. Yeah.
I just didn't know that Brandon was in town.
Yeah.
I mean, and Brian, what better way to have an investigative reporter than a guy that's in a quadriplegic, wheelchair? You can't deny that guy access. I mean, you have to take that guy's question.
Absolutely, we need to roll him out everywhere.
I'm trying to see Hogan eating breakfast every morning.
Let's have Lummy go into the hospital with him tomorrow and try and get an interview.
Lummy, here's the deal: you could be there Monday morning at bright and early when Hogan's supposed to be eating breakfast.
That's
and
right.
Let's say Hogan goes and does eat breakfast there Monday morning, right?
Yes.
The minute he sees you, he knows who you are.
Yeah.
And he knows who you work for. The minute he sees you, he's going to call the cops because I think you've been trespassed.
I have.
Okay. So, and you're Lummy, and you're big, and you're intimidating, and Hogan don't want to deal with your nonsense.
That's right.
But if Hogan goes up Monday to have breakfast, and here's a guy, a full quadriplegic, in his $37,000 wheelchair, and he asks you, first of all, I don't think Hogan's even going to show up. But if he does, you start zipping him with questions, we have questions, that you just start zipping them with, Brandon, like bam, 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 bam. And he's not going to get heat with, you can't get heat with a guy that's a paraplegic in a wheelchair. Like, you can't make life worse for that dude. You just got to sit there and take it.
And Bubba, I know you've never been there, but as much money as you got, I figured you'd have a big stage where Nick sits up, but it's not a big stage. They just move chairs and they put up the speakers and that's it.
What a jobber.
So you're saying like the stage isn't even like a full-time setup. It's just like they move some tables over, throw a couple speakers up, and that's like it's not even a full-time karaoke.
It's not even a stage or nothing.
Right. It's just I mean, I heard the whole experience is kind of job. I heard it, like it's just like a big mark out to him. And
he's a big mark for himself.
Yeah, but it's like anybody who walks in there, like, you almost have to be a little bit of a mark for him because you're just so inundated with everything him. Like, No, I
was doing for you. I didn't even wear my Bubba hat because I didn't want to get thrown out.
Yeah. He's a mark. Everything's about him. So when you guys are coming to the studio, Brandon, look for the big BRN sign. It says Bubba Army World Headquarters. And there'll be a lot of shirts and pictures of me in the studio.
I'm going to be honest with you, B. I got to take that one. That was pretty damn funny. I got to take that L. I got to take it.
Is Brandon coming in to do the show tomorrow with Gene?
Oh, he should. Man, let me tell you something. I don't work with I don't work with wheelchairs, okay? I'm just going to tell you that right now.
Well, I can. I was going to come down today, but I can come down tomorrow.
No. Let's keep the plans like Lummy has them, okay?
Okay.
All right, BTQ. We'll see you later today, buddy.
All right, sounds good. All right.
What are the plans, Lummy?
Bubba's going to blast his mom while Lummy plays a game with him.
If you love that segment, then check out BubbaArmyHQ.com and do a deep dive on past shows. The Bubba the Love Sponge Show will be right back.
Matt Bark when his wheelchair died, and it was just like people were coming up to him like he actually died, like an open casket, and he was just the man can't do anything once his battery's done.
Yeah, you got to come to him then, because he
Well, he was fucked up.
A couple years ago, he was dead right by the campfire. He couldn't go anywhere.
Yeah.
And the fire was starting to get a little bit bigger, and he's like, "Hey, you guys got to move me because the fire's big." So a couple of guys had, I think it was Buck and somebody else, actually had to physically pick, because it was dead.
Maybe like Big Red or something.
Pick the chair up and move it back 2 feet because the flames were starting to hit him. And he couldn't move from him.
Yeah, the black smoke was too close.
Terry, move out the way! Brandon! What is it, put it in reverse? Or?
Put it in reverse, Terry.
But he's dead. It's like it's completely dead. Can't do nothing.
Man. What's he doing? What's going on? Is he what's
It's summer break, man.
I feel like we should know.
He's down at Clearwater Beach. Brandon Quad's a huge Scientologist.
I just didn't know. I was like, man, they put a Hogan place in fucking Tennessee. Now they put one in Iowa. This is really random.
I was thinking the same thing too at first.
How did I know Brandon's coming down for some fun in the sun? What's up, Parmagrom?
It's got to be a whole thing to travel down, though. They drive, right?
Yeah, because he can't really fly, so they got to drive, and it is quite kind of the mission. It's God bless his mom.
Yeah,
God bless his mom for what a hell of a parent.
Remember last time they were here, the fire alarm in the hotel went out, and they had to carry Brandon's wheelchair down the stairs.
Yeah,
because the elevators were fucking. They couldn't use them.
He's at the beach every day.
Oh, is he?
Yeah. His mom puts him on like a little floaty and he floats out in the Gulf.
Shut the fuck up.
Oh my God! Can you imagine?
Does he get rid of
Hold
it?
on. His mom just puts him on. What if he gets hooked on a rip current?
That's what she's counting on, Bubba.
No, he has 2 ropes with anchors, so he just sits there.
His mom does that.
Hold on. I think she has to anchor him down, doesn't she?
Yeah, she has 2 anchors on his little float, his little
on his gimmick float.
Yeah,
and then
mom puts him out there, and then she pays the lifeguard $100 to take a break.
He keeps getting pushed back in though.
But I mean, how it would suck to be him because you can't do nothing. You can't go nowhere.
Lummy, honestly, man, he doesn't go in the water, does he?
Come on, he's touching his toes.
Lummy, come on, Lummy, be real. Are you for real?
Lummy, are you for real? Quit fucking with us.
Does he go in?
He went to the beach. What's he doing on the beach?
Do they have the whole setup?
That was pretty funny though, Lummy.
Do they have the setup? Or did you embellish that a little bit?
I might have embellished it a little bit.
Okay. That's okay. That's okay, buddy.
Now, to make up for your sins, you must take him in a public pool and put him on a raft and float him around.
No, now he has to take a shot at WD-40. That's the new punishment on this
Pancho
show.
says Bubba's bathroom smells like a Jiffy Lube.
Jiffy Lube.
He said seriously, it smells like straight oil in there.
Oh, man. What's up, Ray? What's up, Lunger? What's up, Caviar? Does baseball come back today or tomorrow?
I think there's usually a game today, like a highlight game today.
Now, are you hearing, Brian, that this new owner? In fact, I might bring it up as my first topic, and then get into the Trump stuff. I might hit you with a raise. Give me.
All right.
Well, Press Your Luck is streaming on Hulu.
Oh, the movie?
No, the game show.
Oh, really?
They did a new one. I don't even give a fuck about the show or Hulu. I just thought I'd get excited about something.
Yeah, the games don't start until tomorrow, Seth, and it starts at 11:20 with the Red Sox versus the Cubs.
Jesus Christ.
That's 10:20 Central.
Is that what?
I don't know why.
Isn't there there's a holiday where Boston plays
It's Patriots Day.
Is that what it is or no?
Yeah, I think so. It's whenever that Boston Marathon.
It's when the Boston bombing.
Yeah.
And it's a holiday. It's a holiday in Boston.
You notice nobody talks about those guys anymore.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because they were trans.
They were trans bombing.
Transcontinental. And came from.
broadcasting live from the Aquabito studios, aquabito.com/Bubba. It's the Bubba the Love Sponge Show.
Quite the show today. Brian, the babyface Petronian, PayPal, Venmo, Cash App. If you're watching us on Rumble, it's rumble.com/The Bubba Army, like it is everywhere, whether it's Facebook, Rumble, YouTube, Twitch. Everything starts and stops with @The Bubba Army. Follow us on all of those platforms if you have them. And more importantly, if you're one of the few thousand on Rumble, give us a follow. I think we've been hitting 100 a day, so that would require us to hit 10.4 by the end of the show, or we didn't meet our goal. This would be the first day that we didn't hit 100.
Yeah, let's get it.
So that would kind of suck. So you people of Rumble, please just give us a follow. That doesn't even cost nothing. Don't you you're kind of being a dick for not doing it?
That's right.
Yeah.
Come on.
Seriously.
Please. We got to be worthy of a follow.
Please.
Hello, who's this?
Louis 3, Michigan, Bubba.
Hi, Louis.
Hey, calling about the sugar corn syrup caper.
Yeah, what about? Yeah, I'm sure that you sound like a guy that probably has a whole bunch of corns.
Well, so to the north in the United States, we grow sugar beets for sugar. To the south, you guys grow sugar cane.
Yeah, so we grow the cane down here, and you guys grow the beets up there.
Correct. Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. And I think you got the high fructose corn syrup all wrong. It is horrible for you. That's why we have all the obesity with the kids.
No, sir. I looked at multiple sources, and Brian will back me up. I look at multiple sources, that said that the nutritional value or bad for you-ness is about the same. There's one does this and one does that. It's basically insignificant. They're basically about the same when it comes to what they do to you. And there's several reports that say that.
The bigger difference, sir, the health issue is that it made sugar so cheap that they put it into everything now. Bread,
Big Macs,
chicken. It's just everywhere.
Yeah, what better way to sweeten anything up? What's better than something that's a little bit sweet? So you got to throw a little sugar, a little high fructose Willie up in that bitch.
Well, pour some high fructose corn syrup on me doesn't ring off the tongue as well as pour some sugar on me. You know what I'm saying?
Def Leppard reference. Anyway,
yeah,
buddy.
I was always told your high fructose corn syrup you can't process all of it. That's why you end up with a bunch of junk left in your body. But
yeah. All right, but
there may be something to that too, metabolically. Who knows? Who cares? We're all going to die.
Appreciate you, bud.
Yeah, that's good.
James Donahue, Lummy, $100. All right. Love you, James. Thank you, my friend. That's how we pretty much keep the show on the air.
It's Phil's son right there.
And Joshua Markinson, both of which on PayPal, Venmo, Cash App. Brian, as you know, we live in Tampa Bay, the big sports story. Not to make this, you know what? This is when a baseball team is sold. It's news in any town that has a baseball franchise. It's news because owning a professional franchise is such an elite group of people. I mean, there's only so many of them. Some of the most elite, most richest families in the world control the NFL, the NHL, the NBA, and Major League Baseball. I think
and
there's
the DOJ.
I think there's a couple instances, Brian, where I think the Waltons and I think there are. I even know that even the Glazers, the people who own the Bucks, they own a couple. They own the
Manchester United,
which I think is arguably one of the most valuable franchises in the world. I think they valuate at $15 billion. Football teams and stuff like that are going for about $6 billion now. The Dallas Cowboys, don't they have them appraised? If you were to buy the Dallas Cowboys, not that Jerry Jones would ever sell it, but I think it evaluates at $7 billion.
$10.1 billion.
All right, so it's worth $10.1 billion. So the exclusive body of people that you're in when you own a professional franchise, even the lowly ass Rays, you're dealing with $1 billion investment.
1.7.
Yeah, and so, by the way, the guy bought Stu Stuenberg, the guy we're finally getting rid of. He bought the Rays for $200 million.
It's good. Good investment.
I mean, my Lord, a 1.5.
He's getting 1.7, and he's selling them without a stadium.
Right. So I heard, Brian, that the new ownership group actually, this is such a done deal, and Rob Manfred, the Major League Baseball commissioner, has already greenlit this, and I think actually Major League Baseball was somewhat instrumental in putting this group together. That's how much Major League Baseball wanted to stay in Tampa, that they knew they had to get rid of Stu Stuenberg was kind of forced out by the accounts that I'm getting. They're like, if you cannot, we're not, we're the league, and we don't want this team moving. And I think, Brian, all moves have to be approved by the league. So, I mean, even if the Rays said, screw you, we're going to Nashville, I still think that the league has to take a vote on whether you can go to Nashville or not.
Well, and they don't want the Rays taking a viable market.
Right.
And because they're gonna have at least 2 expansion franchises coming into the league.
So,
and the expansion fee is reportedly going to be $2 billion a team.
Right. So that's $4 billion to
the owners.
Yeah.
They splits up equally amongst the owners.
Right. Well, I mean, Major League Baseball gets their VIG. The front office gets their VIG.
Yeah, but it's the lion's share of the money goes to the owners.
And so these owners don't want Tampa. They want baseball in Tampa.
Yeah. They don't want them taking a viable market for expansion.
Because the places that are interested in baseball,
Charlotte, Nashville, Portland,
are all going to, 2 of them are going to get awarded an expansion franchise, having to pay the $2 billion expansion fee, which goes directly to the 31 owners out there. 30 owners. So they're like, bitch, don't put the Rays in a market where we're fixing to make $2 billion on, you idiot. And get your deal done. Get your stadium deal done. And Stu Stuenberg was just a dick. He just wouldn't come to the table and negotiate. But it was my understanding that, a couple of the contracts were very favorable to the Rays, to the point where they only had to pay overages and things like that. It was going to be maybe less than 100 and maybe $150 million, maybe $200 million, in overages that they had to pay. That was and people were like, God, most owners of a franchise would take that deal in a minute, and this guy just wouldn't play ball because he was so adamant about moving the Rays. Finally, we got,
he's just a cheap ass bitch that never wanted to pony up any cash.
Exactly.
And MLB finally realized it.
Right. That the market's valuable. The team is good. I will tell you this. He has sent, at the end of the day, Brian, you got to give Stu Stuenberg the credit for all the major minds of baseball. 3 or 4 of them came under, the Rays.
Oh, yeah. Their front office is exceptional.
Was it Matt Silverman?
Silverman, Shane, Bloom.
Right, but who was the very first?
Silverman.
Friedman.
Yeah. Well, Friedman. Andrew Friedman,
Andrew Friedman was the, general manager / president of baseball operations, and they're all Wall Street guys that developed some type of, they have a system in place. They really do. I mean, the Rays have a system in place.
It's developing their own talent, watching it pan out, signing guys that are cheap and economical, and then going for it every single year, just like that.
Yeah, $69, $10.
They play small ball. They play the statistics like you wouldn't believe, and I mean to the point where the Rays have established such great infrastructure in scouting and running a baseball team that I think we've had 4 or 5 major general managers or president of operations of baseball plucked from us over the years.
The president's always been the same. It's always been Silverman.
What do we got? You got Friedman, Silverman.
Well, Silverman's still there.
Shane Bloom or whatever his name was.
There's a guy that went to Atlanta. There's a guy that went to Chicago. There's a guy that went to Boston.
They've gone everywhere, but if the system's there, what's so crazy about the Rays is I think going back to 2009 or 11 or 12, I don't know the exact year, they're the 3rd winningest team in baseball.
I know. And nobody gives them credit for it on a $62 million budget. But I heard the new guys are already kind of infiltrated the front office, if you will, and they've there was a report going that the Rays, for the first time in since probably weekend, they might be buyers on the last minute free agent market.
Well, if they just,
I mean, and Brian, you know that we're never a buyer at the market, meaning we're going to go out and get that $30 million bat, for that. Like, we're just not that team. We're not. We're the guy that goes out and we're the guys that go out and get this, the $6 million starter who's on his last couple years and rehab him to do something.
Right, but there is something to be said about getting the most out of your money, and it does give the Rays flexibility that other teams don't have with their rosters. Like that, when you bring up young guys and they have options to send down, if they're struggling, you can send them down to the minors and bring up a replacement. If you have a veteran player, you don't have that option with them. They're on the 40-man roster, and you can't move them off. So there is the part of the Rays' success is tied to their flexibility, and if they start bringing in big money guys that can't be moved and they struggle, then all of a sudden they're going to be stuck, because even if these guys want to spend more, they're not going to have an unlimited budget.
Right.
As long as they can keep their two guys they've had there since, so Silverman and Brian Aud are the two presidents.
Well, it's the pitching coach too.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the
that's a front office, but
yeah.
I mean, it's also the coaching staff has been really instrumental in all of that as well.
Yeah, I'm just saying the team president. Hopefully, Silverman
Cash
stays.
isn't going anywhere. He's from Tampa, and I don't think they'll get Joe Madden ever again, because there was, Joe Madden was prepared to stay in Tampa, and the Cubs offered him $5 million, and the Rays were paying him $3 million. And he told the Rays, if you can pay me $5 million in one, he just basically wanted the Rays to match the Cubs offer, because if you guys remember, right, he had a restaurant down here.
Ava.
He bought he really liked the area.
Yeah.
And he wanted to stay, and the Rays wouldn't match the Cubs' offer. So I don't think they'll let that happen to Cash again. If Cash would be picked up by any team that's doing bad right now in a second, if the Rays would, happen to have a fallout or something. He's such a good coach. Again, Brian, where our success goes a lot to the coaching, to manage the in-game management, and Cash, I think does a really good job. I think he's,
yes and no. They're very analytically driven, so they. Part of the problem I have with their philosophy is they take the feel out of the game, the things that analytics can't measure and can't quite grasp, and they strictly go by the numbers. And they're like, well, the third time through the lineup, the batting average goes up 10 points, so we're going to pull and go to the bullpen, and it's not always the right move.
And that's where we've been getting pummeled lately.
We've lost 7 of the last 10 games where we've had the lead or been tied in the 7th inning. It's insane.
Until we go to the bullpen, because analytics said that your starter can't go past 6.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, your starter's killing it.
And their pitch count's not high. Like the other night, they took out Taj Bradley. It was I think a 2-1 or 3-1 game.
3-1.
And he was only at 80 pitches in the 6th inning, but they pull him out, and then we lose.
Yep.
Immediately.
Then we start getting tattooed.
Yep.
Intrigue over the Epstein files, but I do want to ask you to clarify something you said this morning. You said this was all a hoax. Has your attorney general told you this was a hoax? What evidence have you seen of that?
The attorney general.
Man, Brian, would you say that the Republican Party is borderline headed for shambles right now, just because of how, you got the inner party fighting now about this particular issue. The Democrats know we got to press even harder now that if they're fighting over it, we got to really be fighting over it. So it just spreads like wildfire. Where are they going to be able to make this go away?
I don't know how they get out of this mess now. This is a mess of their own creation too.
Yep.
And they are. If you were to give a lesson on what not to do in public relations, political relations, this is it. The way they've handled this has been the worst possible.
You got major conservative talking heads: Tucker Carlson, Joe Rogan, the Hodge twins, Glenn Beck. You got a lot of
Did
I mention Tucker?
Yeah, Tucker.
Yeah, you got a lot of major heavy hitters that are saying this is not a good look. This is bad. This is bad. And so, these people usually they're some of your biggest proponents. and you've divided the party. The party is in shambles. And I don't think you can get the horse back in the barn here. No. I think you gotta almost play your hand and just lay it out there.
Trump's out there calling the people that disagree with his handling of this morons and idiots and stupid, and they fell from the bullshiz.
Right here.
No, I know it's a hoax. It's started by.
Now it's a hoax. See, now it's a hoax. It went from there's nothing to see there to, well, there's some child porn on the tape to now it's a hoax.
Intrigue over the Epstein files, but I do want to ask you to clarify something you said this morning. You said this was all
yesterday. Pam Bondi, she said I don't even want to take any calls about it. Like she shut the whole press conference down because she's like, I'm not answering calls about Epstein. I mean, I would say, Brian, she's probably the most nervous right now, don't you think? Because she could very well end up taking the kill for this.
But it's past the point of having a fall person. Nobody's going to care if somebody goes out now. It's about the data itself.
Has your attorney general told you this was a hoax? What evidence have you seen?
No, it's not the attorney general. No, I know it's a hoax. It's started by Democrats. It's been run by the Democrats for 4 years. You had Christopher Wray and these characters, and Comey.
So since it's been ran by the Democrats for 4 years, wouldn't that, and I'm not the smartest guy in this room, but just like Politics 101 would say, Brian, if the Dems were holding it from you for 4 years, bitch, we got to roll this out, right? Like if they were afraid of it, that just gives us even more reason to roll it out.
Yeah, I think it's because everybody's implicated.
I think so. I'm like, oh my God.
I'm starting to wonder if I went.
And I'm kind of thinking that maybe if we didn't go, maybe we might want to go, right?
No, okay. I don't want to go.
I'm just saying. Just to see what the place looks like.
There's no kids, there's no children over an island.
I'm not saying make it a kid thing, deal. I'm saying, Brian, you and I visiting the island. I heard there's, it's like it's its own oasis.
Yeah, there's nice
bring our own. I'll bring my girl. You bring your girl, bitch. We ain't getting crazy or nothing.
All right.
Visiting the island isn't, other than if you would just feel badly about some of the illegal acts that happened on that island, then I could see where you wouldn't want to go.
Yeah.
But, don't blame the poor island. It's not the island's fault.
You're right.
Poor little island just sitting there being an island. He can't help it that sick bastards are doing things on top of him.
Trump's going to blame the island today, I think. That's going to be the next play.
Just want to let you know, this all is about the island because people went to the island and they just, they got
people
a little...
People are saying it's haunted.
It's haunted.
It's a creepy island.
The ghosts are perverts.
A lot of bad things going on over that island. It's like the devil's... In fact, as a matter of fact, we're going to make it the equivalent to the devil's triangle, and we're going to ask people not to float near it or fly over it because bad things will happen. It'll suck your plane right into the side of the Rocky. You cannot... It's a bad place. Which makes it a bad file, which, it means there's nothing there. There was no list. The Democrats had it for 4 years, and they were afraid of it, and now you're afraid of it.
Well, whatever it was, Trump was using to prosecute Jeffrey Epstein at the time of his quote-unquote suicide. So
Epstein died on your watch, buddy.
And he was arrested on his watch, and with that data, where's that data? Yeah. The basis for his arrest.
Great point.
Where is that?
Hold on, great point. So Jeffrey Epstein was arrested under Donald Trump's administration. True or false?
True.
So that
unless you're Bill O'Reilly and totally confused and old.
Well, okay. But I'm Bubba and I'm confused and not so old. But
you got to give Bill a pass, man.
No way.
Fat and stupid.
No way.
But all right. So hold on. I'm trying to break this down, Brian. Yes. So then your administration does the invest to put this bad guy behind bars because he's a real bad guy and he did some real bad stuff, right?
Yeah.
But the real bad stuff that this real bad guy did is a little controversial because, some of it's involving kids. And next thing you know, you're hearing that there was very prominent people that attended this island or at least flew on Epstein's plane. And so you obviously have enough bad stuff against this guy to put him in prison.
No, that was about the sex trafficking in the States from Florida and New York from 2002 to 2005.
Yeah, but you still have that evidence.
I'm just saying it wasn't. He didn't get arrested for having the island.
Right. But
no. They didn't arrest him for having an island.
I mean, the island.
They just arrested him as a bad guy. But what I'm saying is like,
well, they don't have jurisdiction for what took place on that island. Yeah. They would have the trafficking from here to the island, but not the acts on the island.
Yeah. So so that even makes it, I don't know, maybe more. I don't know. Just
what he was convicted of was having massages and molesting them in the house, his house in Florida and New York.
Has nothing to
He
do
wasn't
with the
convicted
island.
of anything. He was being held.
So what's everybody so
awaiting
scared
trial.
about? What's everybody so
but I was charged with?
like? What's everything so scared about?
Well, Bubba, are you completely ruling out the fact that that Biden and Hillary and Barack and Michelle Obama are the ones that put this all together? Are you ruling that out? Because that I'm hearing that.
Yeah, I'm kind of ruling that.
You're ruling that out.
Yeah,
Okay,
I'm kind of ruling that out.
I'm not out.
I'm kind of ruling that out.
I'm ruling that in.
I'm just like
Seth's trying to hold on to your viewers.
Here's but what I'm just saying is like, God, don't be so MAGA and so up this guy's ass that like when he makes a misstep or a mistake that you can't call him out.
He's getting called out. I'll say that. He's getting called out.
He doesn't like it. He's telling all those people they're no longer his friends.
But what I'm saying is like, I just like, I don't want our listeners to get mad at me just because I'm staying true to the game. And when I call BS, I call BS, and I'm not sitting here to suck the MAGA D. I'm here to question the president of the United States, regardless of their political affiliation, when they do stupid stuff that I find stupid, shady, non-transparent, and you're up to no good. I'm not going to consider what my political affiliation is when I have those feelings. I'm just going to be able to say that. And you guys need to take the political aspect out of it and quit being a bunch of tongue-wagging MAGA, ass munchers, and realize that if a guy's if he's being shady, this has been so poorly handled.
I mean, Bubba, if Trump's calling them names and you're calling them ass munchers, I mean, it's tough right now. You should be bringing MAGA together.
But not. I don't want to bring MAGA together under the guise of.
Yeah, you got to be a MAGA net.
No, you like just under like wrongful and non-truthful transparency of our government. Like, what are you trying to hide here? And if there's nothing in the file and there's nothing to be seen here and it's as insignificant as you say, then release it.
He's become a swamp person.
So what I'm saying is like, okay, if it's all a hoax and the Democrats came up with this and there is no list, then release it.
Did you hear Shane Gillis's joke about this at the ESPYs last night?
No, what'd he say?
Oh, it was freaking great. So he goes, Trump was with he's like the last time, Trump's talking about hosting a UFC event on the White House lawn. The last time he hosted a fight in D.C., Mike Pence almost died. And then he goes, I was supposed to have an Epstein joke in here, but it got deleted. Or maybe it deleted itself. Or maybe it never even existed at all.
Nice.
It started, actually, look at the Steele dossier that turned out to be a total hoax.
Yes, I'm going to try to divert you on another situation.
It's called weaving. He's
the
a master
51
weaver.
agents, the so-called intelligence agents, it was a hoax. It's all been a big hoax. It's perpetrated by the Democrats, and some stupid Republicans and foolish Republicans fall into the net.
And listen, man, when he says that, he's talking about some pretty large supporters of his brand.
A lot.
I mean, like major players. Tucker Carlson, Joe Rogan,
What about just the regular guys?
Alex Jones, the Hodge twins.
What about normal people?
Megyn Kelly, and normal people, yes.
Jim 07854C674 on Twitter.
But yeah, the regular people, but we're represented, our mouthpieces are the names that I mentioned earlier. That's who you listen to, that's who you like to, that's who you think's that's your reporter or news talking head of choice. So when you got those guys going against you, people that bona fidely helped you get in the White House.
And nobody told Trump to make this a big part of his campaign.
Right.
He did that.
Right.
Nobody told them to have a photo op with Pam Bondi on February 27th, holding the Epstein folders up like they're going out there to rock the world and shock the world. Nobody told them to release footage and lie that it's a minute that happens every single night when it's really 3 minutes that got cut from the footage, as we're finding out as the geeks get their metadata on this. Nobody told them to do any of this. This is all of their own making.
All self-inflicted.
It's the most offensive thing, and I find this in life, like when people lie to me, whether it's just a little lie or something, that I assume they feel like I'm stupid because they're trying to get one past me. Does anybody feel like Trump thinks that they're stupid now because they believed in something that was talked about for so long?
I think he's trying kind of maybe to go down that path a little bit, but that's I
just don't know how many people take this personally that he's saying this. I mean, probably not too many are personally affected by it.
I think his best thing would be quiet about it. Because the more that you challenge that there's nothing there and that you're stupid and it's a hoax, the more even your supporters, the Marjorie Taylors and stuff like that, there's a lot of people that are coming out saying we want to see it now. And I think probably partially to cover their ass, because the constituents that they represent back in South Carolina or back in Florida or whatever congressperson, whatever Republican conservative based congressperson that could be, and there's several of them that are saying we want to see the file. Well, it's what the people back that they represent are saying. So they can't. When they go back home and have their little town meetings because they're always campaigning. Because congressmen only are elected for 2 years, so they're always campaigning. When he goes back home for the summer break and he's campaigning at some parade in small town America, and somebody asks him, "Hey man, why didn't you question Trump about the Epstein file? Like, why did you just totally believe that he was telling the truth? Wouldn't you?" I think us people here in any town in USA, we kind of wanted to know what those files had in it. I'm a Republican that voted for you.
Do you think that we could use maybe somebody trying to escape Alligator Alley and getting eaten by a gator?
We need something.
We need this because
Seth, I love your promotional thinking on how to run the government.
Well, the high fructose Coke thing, I don't think that's going to take our eye off the ball at all.
No. We need a couple of immigrants to try to escape, even if we stage it. We try to escape from Alligator Alley tonight, and one gets pythoned and the other one gets gatored. You know what I'm saying?
Python chokes it out.
Yeah, the one guy gets
camera.
again. One guy gets
24-inch python.
But you know what? Trump so desperately needs that, Seth. He needs a diversion right now. It's almost like, remember the dude.
Well, that's why I think he's trying to get the ceasefire with Ukraine and Russia.
I think what he's going to do, though, is he's going to have Hogan cut in on one of these and choke slam him through the Resolute desk.
And so
I don't know if that thing would break that easily.
Yeah. If Trump hit it would.
Yes. My head's so hard it'll break this marble that's been around since 1800. I'm just telling you.
Democrats work.
The Democrats, they had it for 4 years.
Don't mind that I had it for 4 years before that.
Don't mind that I had it. Don't mind that we were the original people that arrested the guy, okay? So we got a file on that, too, that we're not letting you look at.
Good for nothing other than these hoaxes. They're bad for policy. They're bad for picking candidates that can get elected. Like in New York, we have a communist running. He may get elected, too, actually, but he'll destroy the city.
Weave. Right, Brian? Weave?
That's a weave.
It's a weave. He's trying to weave you off the deal.
No, it's I call it the Epstein hoax. It takes a lot of time and effort. Instead of talking about the great achievements we've had.
Diversion, weave.
A great gentleman yesterday, as you know, went on CNBC and he made the statement that Trump may go down as the greatest president.
But I mean, my God.
Of all. And
why aren't you all talking about the good things?
Instead of talking about the things we've achieved, we've had tremendous achievement. They're wasting their
weave.
What?
Duck.
I mean, seriously though,
weave,
what achievement specifically?
Yeah, specifically, give me 2 or 3 of them.
Yeah,
Brian, give me.
Because the $1.96 gas prices isn't a real thing.
But saying there's a couple things that he's done.
No, he has done some stuff.
So
but he should focus on those.
So he should say he won't. He's just going to talk about how great he is, and there's people that say he's the greatest ever. But right now would be a good time for him to give us like these two. We're like, okay, yeah, okay. He did get those done, and he's kicking ass on the border.
They're wasting their time with a guy who obviously had some very serious problems, who died 3-4 years ago. I'd rather talk about the success we have with the economy, the best we've ever had, and all of the things we've done, including the Middle East. I mean, you see it. Instead, they want to talk about the Epstein hoax. And the sad part is
So he basically did a 2-minute complete Epstein /weave, duck and weave press conference.
Who's the leader that he's with right there? He's
some guy who wishes he wasn't there.
Oh, he came on a bad day.
He's like, man, we were just supposed to have a couple dinner. We're supposed to have lunch.
Just supposed to talk about the Congo.
Yeah, talk about the Congo, and I had to get all caught up on some stuff.
People that
I don't want to be here right now
are really doing the Democrats' work. They're stupid people. Yeah, go ahead.
See, he can't help himself.
No, because he's such a narcissist. If you go against him, you're stupid, you're bad.
Yeah.
Like there's no middle ground with him. You're either with him or against him.
It's too bad because you know what, man? I think if I just wish he would act a little bit more cooler in the pocket and less like a bragging narcissistic asshole. But because I think that he's heavy-handed enough and he's intimidating enough and he gets stuff done that I think he could be a good president, but he doesn't have to remind us every press conference how good he really is. Like, I mean, what secure, unnarcissistic, stable person does that? Like you don't have to. Every time LeBron scores a bucket, he didn't go because I'm the greatest. This got 2 because I'm the greatest. No, man.
He has his people do that for him.
Well, as the president, you have people do that for you too.
Yeah, okay.
Dad Warner, $10.
When I return, thank you very much, my friend. When I return, babyface, I think this is the jailhouse footage.
Trump did start off that press conference bragging about how much he knew about high fructose corn syrup.
I got another one for you too. You want to get a little
good? Thanks, Fash.
Don't do that to my boyfriend.
Why? Just because I'm a puss-ass lib?
Boy, how you doing over there? Good, thanks, Fash.
I didn't
I'm
say
with Trump. You guys are all a bunch of idiots.
I'm on Team Craig now.
You're a puss-ass simp. You're my friend.
Oh, thank you.
This is paying homage to you.
Boy, how you doing over there?
So
Good,
I'm on
thanks,
Team
Fash.
Craig now.
Oh.
Good, thanks, Fash.
Babyface.
What about it, Lummy?
He said he's on Team Craig now. Hit below the belt.
Yeah, that's not cool. It's not cool, Brian.
It's a sense. It's
yeah.
I don't know what's going on. I haven't been caught up to speed since last Friday.
Well, we're in a sensitive time right now.
Yeah, it's
a Thursday.
Seth, you could see where that would really, give me a complex.
I could. That's why I didn't say anything. I like to see how you react sometimes before I feel like I can react with laughter.
If you want 24/7 on-demand Bubba and the crew, go to BubbaArmyHQ.com.
Right now.
The Bubba the Love Sponge Show will be back after this.
Hey, Rumble, can you give me a follow?
Come on, guys.
You give me a follow. Rumble, give me a follow so I can hit 10-4 today.
Come on, guys. What's up, Buzzy Bob's 4X undies? Trade green, RW green. What's up, Bulldogs? I'm TJ from Jersey. Good morning.
Okay. I did not know that.
Well, now you know, and he really loves me. That's what I stand for. Every heartbeat. Brian.
I wanna know if he really loves me.
Hey, will you get me some fucking cards from Rory?
You're so jealous of that boy.
Yeah, well, he's probably. I'm trying to get back into baseball. Topps Chrome, some Bowman. I mean, come on. He's probably got a couple things floating around there, a couple numbies. Talk to Brett. Come on, man. Well, Pass would hook it up. I mean, she met me when I was at my peak fame.
Yeah, yeah.
When I was a boy. Small world. You know, you're just working in radio, and then 25 years later.
So Boy was more popular. Boy on 97X was more popular globally than Seth Kushner on the.
Yeah. Yeah, Brian's friend, she knew me as Boy. She would call me Boy the whole night.
I know, but like, I'm just saying.
She called everybody boy. Yeah, Bubba. I mean, I think the reach was larger back then. Not that it was larger than yours at the time. Your reach was still larger than his reach. Had he been on your show at the time, that would have been the height of his career.
I was only popular because we intertwined with the concerts and all that shit. So
and it was
much.
the generation that's now your age.
Yeah,
you know? That's the thing. It's a different.
Yeah, but you don't think he has more fans globally than he did than locally?
I'm not. I don't know.
Globally, yes.
That's what I'm saying.
We are getting 1,000 downloads a month in Japan on the pod.
That's what I'm saying, right? I mean,
I know. I was like, it's crazy.
People in fucking Fort Walton Beach and
that's global.
They didn't know who the fuck you were.
They didn't.
No, you're right. His global reach is bigger than ever.
His global brand is way bigger.
Yeah, you're not paying for this lap dance. It's on the house, buddy. This is on the fucking house. Take it. Take it. Who turns down a free lapper? Who turns down a free lapper?
Lummy, you did nothing. You're supposed to be security.
Not for you.
He's security for me.
She said, not for you, you fucking limp snowflake bitch.
I love that Lummy just said, not for you. Stiff as fuck. I love it, Lummy.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Bubba.
Thank you, Lummy.
He's my he's my non-sexual Keith.
That's right.
I'm trying to find. Hey,
you gotta stop championing that.
I'm trying to find the best clip of Keith putting Kelvin over, but like how he just would do anything for him.
There's a whole on YouTube. There's all his scenes are spliced together.
Oh, okay. We should find it.
Broadcasting live from the Aquabito Studios. Aquabito.com/Bubba. It's the Bubba the Love Sponge Show.
843 Bubba. $50. No, $100 on the PayPal. Thank you, my friend. Nice day. PayPal, Venmo, Cash App, all at the Bubba Army. And don't forget today, the Blizzard. Oh, yeah.
Woo, woo.
Probably, arguably, one of our hottest podcasting franchises.
Yeah.
Does really well. I think there's a lot of weeks where it beats Clem Kush.
It's the number 3 podcast in Japan.
Well, I don't know about Japan, but it's killing it within our little world, and we appreciate you going to anywhere you get podcasting. Spotify, Google Play, iHeart, Apple Music. It doesn't matter. You can literally just type in the Bubba Army or Bubba Army podcasts, and it'll direct you to where you can aggregate and listen to our podcasts.
And just so you know, today on the Blizzard, we will be bringing MAGA together.
Yeah, we're going to reunite MAGA. We've got the solution to this problem.
So listen, don't blame it on, like, I'm the MAGA, like I'm the one that just broke. I'm the MAGA breaker. I'm just giving my opinion. Like, don't put that on me.
We feel like MAGA needs to
make
reunite.
that more globally and don't make that about your boss. Make it about the party. Okay?
We got other things to make about you.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Yes.
Donald Trump with his Truth Social. The radical left Democrats have hit pay dirt again, just like the fake and fully discredited Steele dossier. the lying 51 intelligent agents, the laptop from hell, which the Dems swore that they'd come from Russia. No, it came from Hunter Biden's bathroom. And even the Russia scam itself, a total fake, a made-up story used in order to hide crooked Hillary Clinton's big loss in the 2016 election. These scams and hoax are all the Democrats are good at. Blah blah blah, and it gets into it gets into the Jeffrey Epstein deal. I've had more success in 6 months than any president in our country history. I'm number one. Yes. And all these people who want to talk about with strong prodding by fake news and success-starved Dems is a Jeffrey Epstein hoax.
He went with all of his keywords: fake news, hoax, Democrats, scam,
past. Like
Hunter Biden.
Yeah,
all the hits are on there. This is like Donald Trump's greatest hits in one truthing.
And like Donald, man, you need to really cool guy this whole thing. You need to you look like you're so tore up over this. You're acting like we're not smart enough to think that you're,
Well, who do you think's name's on there? How do you want him to play it so cool?
I don't
think he's mentioned.
I want him to release it. I mean, he one of his campaign promises was, if I remember right, he was going to be the most transparent president ever.
Well, he probably forgot that he visited the island 47 times. Things change, Bubba.
Oh, I forgot I was on the Louisville Express 14 different times. So, I mean, listen, because I would say that if there's a Epstein client list, that would be more damning than the flying manifest that they might have on people that traveled on the plane, which a lot of people do that. A lot of people that have private planes have a manifest to who traveled on what particular day. It's just like,
was anybody creeped out by this guy? Because Bill Gates, he said he only went to dinner with him. I don't know if that's true or not. But
I mean, everybody scattered like cockroaches when he got in trouble.
But it seemed like for whatever, I don't know. It couldn't just be his wealth. I don't know if he had charm, but it seemed like everybody was in his world.
And I don't know that necessarily being on the plane is a bad thing. Like, I mean, I think America is like, so you're on the plane. Like, unless they got,
Oh, no, it's so you're on the plane if it's one of the people you like. It's you are on the plane if it's somebody you hate.
So you're saying if,
And Matt Gaetz is on there, it's like, this is not true.
If you're on that list and you're and a Democrat's looking at that list, they're like, you're automatically a kid effer, right?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. But he was. I'll tell you right now. He was
whatever fits your worldview, we'll absolutely process and dictate what this list means.
You know what? This list could be very much a good thing because every American can interpret it however they want. Some people can say, "Okay, he's on the list. Big deal."
It's not even a list; it's a hoax.
Yeah. Some people. First of all, you can first go, "Man, the president said it's a hoax." I don't even believe it, man. It's all started by the Democrats and everything, man.
Don't believe those scenes with his portrait from Mar-a-Lago in the background.
Yeah.
Those are obviously AI generated.
Or you could be an American where if they release the list and Trump's on it, you're like, oh, okay, man. So he's not on the client list, but he's on the, he went to the island a few times. I think Trump could navigate himself through that. Okay, so I just want to let you know I was down there 2 times. Both times were for golf. I didn't do anything like anything the other people did. And then he'd throw I didn't do the stuff that Bill Clinton did. I'm just going to tell you that, right? He would instantaneously, Brian, try to get somebody else that was on the island with him in trouble.
Oh, it would never be him.
No, exactly. So I don't know, man. I just know that it's causing a real shitstorm, isn't it? I mean, I've never seen the civil war or polarization of the MAGA strong conservative party much like this has done.
Brian, we were talking.
This thing is dissembled. Go ahead.
We were talking about the victim yesterday because I feel like a lot of this is kind of celebrity driven. They want to find out who was on the
I just know Tom Hanks was down there.
Right, and like Aaron Rodgers and Jimmy Kimmel was on there and everything. And I go, what about the victims? And Brian reminded me that there's you said there's like a 1 point something.
No, the victims have received $1 million through his estate so far. The victims of
They've
Epstein.
received how many? You said 121.
121 million.
So if more people are caught up in this, would they have to potentially put money in that
potentially,
fund?
Yeah, or be sued
well,
directly.
I mean, they would have to have they would have to have evidence that you actually did something. I mean, you being on a list saying that you had sex with a kid, I mean, that's one thing. But like, what if they can't find the victim? They can't. I mean, they can't convict you on somebody's written word. They're going to have to be able to investigate it further, right? Brian?
Criminally, but civilly, you could get sued on somebody's.
But you're going to have to have. You're going to have a girl have to step forward.
Well, they have had victims come forward.
I know, but I'm talking about. I think Seth was saying, would the list, potentially put more guys on the hook to be potentially responsible for paying out money?
Yeah.
So maybe that's what this whole thing's about. Meaning, like, if we let these names out, each one of those persons could potentially be open to a civil suit, and that is an absolute. I mean, think about how much
that would really transfer the wealth in America.
Well, no, but Brian, think about how much of a crap show that would be, as if by releasing this list made 25 or 30 super very influential rich people in this country now open to civil lawsuits. I mean, think about how big that dragon is, right?
Yeah.
I mean, oh my God, just the amount of court documents and lawyers and trials and everybody and who's to say, like, there's not some very, very, I mean, I think we all agree that there are some very powerful names on some lists that could be part of a Epstein investigation.
Then the first phase of what they released, was there anything good in it, or was it all redacted?
Now, is this, Brian, what is this? This
I didn't see. So this is the video.
This is the video that's been doctored.
Yes.
And so what are we looking at here? Is this like the guard station?
I think so.
And I'm assuming he's in one of these two cells.
Yeah, the one there, I think.
But here's the thing. If you're at the guard station, you can't see in there. I mean, these big, heavy, there's not a big piece of glass that you can look in there and see that he's not hanging himself. And hanging yourself only takes, what, a minute?
I don't know. Can we call Tuttle?
So let me, so
I mean, he would be the only person here with experience, is all I'm saying.
Some of us have experiences, we just don't talk about them.
Well, how long does it take, Seth?
But what are we looking at here? I don't know.
5 to 10 minutes.
I don't know what we're looking. I don't know. Do you know what we're looking at here, Brian?
We're looking at prison doors.
We're not going to crack any code, I think, with watching this footage because they edited out the good stuff.
The Jeffrey Epstein prison video was recently released by the DOJ with almost 3 minutes of it cut out. Not just 1 minute like originally reported.
Yeah.
The outlet says now that the raw video was stitched together by Adobe Premiere Pro from 2 different files. Upon further analysis, shows that one of the source clips was approximately 2 minutes and 53 seconds longer than the segment included in the final video, indicating that the footage appears to have been trimmed before released. The file was actually edited and saved several times over a period of 3.5 hours. Both analysis found that the 2 clips labeled blah, 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 blah were stitched together. The first clip is 4 hours and 19 minutes and 16 seconds long, but only the first 4 hours and 16 minutes and 22 seconds appear in the published version, meaning that nearly 2 minutes and 53 seconds were cut from the end, according to the metadata. The cut appears at 58:58. So they're saying, Lummy, they have edited two pieces of footage together, and there's about 3 minutes that's missing.
Yes.
And wouldn't one think that 3 minutes is exactly probably what it takes to off yourself?
For a trained killer to go in there? Yeah.
Oh, yeah, no, you're right.
I sent you.
So you're
I
right,
sent
Brian. So, like, he didn't kill himself. A trained killer went in there, put the thing around his neck, and popped it because he knows what he's doing.
Yep.
Yeah. Makes it look like a suicide. And then you cut that out of the tape when it comes from the big high spot invest. And everybody gets away with it.
I sent you what they released earlier. It's redacted. So once it's redacted, Brian, not that, Bubba.
Okay, well, where's it at? Did you send? I mean, you said you sent it to me.
Yeah,
All I can see is me and Texas Hangman. And something that I don't necessarily think it really fits in with what we're talking about right now.
No.
So am I
Well,
doing
the hangman part does.
the first one. that's funny, buddy. If we were going into commercials, I would have given you the zinger there, but we're not quite ready. That was zinger worthy, though, Brian.
Thank you.
Mark you down for a zing. Let me. Is it the first one or the second one?
It doesn't matter. Either one's the same.
Okay.
I was just wondering with Brian, like once they redact it, it's totally gone. Because if you go down a little bit more, Bubba, and you look at the massage list, up that whole right there, you're missing it. All those links, down.
The blue links.
All the list, and then but like the contact and the massage list, like it's all blacked out.
So what I'm saying is this: are these part of the Epstein files?
Yeah.
What we're reading right now?
That's what they released back in February,
in the
March.
Ghislaine Maxwell case. So,
So a copy of Attorney General, Pam Bondi's letter can be downloaded here. Links to the release documents below. So, I mean, have they already released it, Brian, or is there more?
The evidence list, if you click on it, it shows what I guess he had when he was arrested, the contact book, and the massage list, but the massage list is all blacked out.
Yeah, so there's Ro Khanna and Thomas Massey in the U.S. House of Representatives have proposed a bill that essentially would require the DOJ to produce the unredacted evidence within 30 days. That's what they're trying to get passed through Congress right now.
He had a lot of...
He had a couple butt plugs in there.
Yeah, butt plugs, and he's got, just everything.
Cellophane,
lubrication, red ropes to tie you off.
DVDs, VHS tapes.
Black women's cowboy boots.
How do they know they're from a black woman?
It didn't say. It said one pair of black women's cowboy boots.
I thought it meant a black woman.
This is all. I mean, so is there anything? I mean,
well, there's like lists. I mean, like if you look at his contact list.
So hold on now. At the end of the day,
his contact book.
Has all this already been released?
Yeah.
So what are we bitching about? I've spent all goddamn day looking stupid
Names.
They want more names. Well, what Brian's saying, because, Bubba, if you go to their contact book, there's a lot of redacted, or the massage list is redacted. So they're trying to get it to where you can actually, like, look at it. Like, if you go to his contact book.
Okay, which one would that be?
C.
Right here?
Yeah.
All right, contact book.
Like, see how there's a lot of...
so why would you redact
Well,
any
that's
of
their
this?
addresses and numbers. The names are almost all there.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So, but this is just a contact book, though, that he had in 2004. This does not mean, this is not evidence of anything.
The massage list is completely blacked out.
Yeah, the massage list is different. But if you're a business associate with him, or he met you at a party and you didn't know, this isn't indicative of anything. Now, I would love to see his phone list when he's on the island.
Well, the massage, because I'm curious on...
Yeah, look at this. See, these are
all... Well, the masseuses may be the girls' names that are redacted because they're victims. So that part maybe should be redacted.
Hold on. Hold on. Let's just... Okay, so there's 254... Brian, is that masseuses, meaning people that administer the massage?
These are the girls.
Yeah, so there's 254 of them?
I guess so.
Wow.
Well, why would...
Or maybe he was logging each massage and rating it. I don't know.
But, I mean, what would hurt to release that information?
Well, they're the victims. So why should they be put on blast? Why should their names be out there?
All right, so then I understand Trump's reasoning maybe for,
that part shouldn't be released. But
so
what people are saying is that there's other evidence that has not been released, that they have not released all of the evidence from the Epstein files. And that's what they want, is everything.
There's more, and whether it be redacted or not, they're just not giving it to you.
Right.
So they can release it redacted.
And even like the photos and the videos, but cutting out the child pornography part, but identifying whether or not famous or influential people are in there or who the people are. Because they said one of the things why Bondi said they couldn't do it is it's child porn. Well,
right. It was my understanding that she said within the tapes is child porn, and it led me to believe that the tapes might have had consensual adult whatever. There was some of that, but then again, hooking up with a 17-year-old is child porn. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, like, you can't release. I mean, I don't think you can release that.
No.
Other than you could probably release the adult perpetrator.
Stills of that, or crop the video out to show who was in it. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, like black her out, completely black her out.
Yeah.
And then instead show the perpetrator, the bad guy, or
right.
The person that's potentially sexually assaulting this teenager. Did you see how disturbing this was?
Yeah.
I haven't seen this one.
Creep tries to drag a woman into a pickup truck, and a terrifying scene before quick thinking sends him fleeing. This is just a woman, and I think that she's just walking out of a regular vape shop or something. And just in like somewhere in New York or something.
No, this is
says Florida.
Yeah, this is St. Augustine.
Oh, this is in St. Augustine?
Yeah.
Oh, let me see. I got that damn. And like she was just walking out to her truck, and a wild man, a guy who she doesn't know, just grabs her and tries to kidnap her.
Women should always dig their nails into the skin because you get their DNA under your skin, under your fingernails, and they can be identified.
Yep. And also,
touch the car.
You know what? Also, maybe have that, your keys hooked onto a pepper spray gimmick, and when you're walking through a parking lot, you always got that in your hand.
Yeah. Maybe they were doing some sort of role play thing.
No, I don't think so, Brian.
No,
I don't think so. She gets away.
How did she get away?
He was weak.
Boy, that guy can't wrap up.
Hell
Oh
yeah.
my God!
Did they end up?
They arrested him.
So they got him?
Yeah, they got him. He also robbed the place first, and then tried to
he's
take her
probably
cab.
just high on pills, and you don't even know what you're doing.
Is that going to be your excuse?
No, that's not funny at all.
Oh, sorry. Thought it might be a pop into a commercial
It's not
since
funny
we
at
have
all,
Sublime
no.
coming up.
We're not breaking yet. We have.
No, we do. We got to break because we got Sublime. I completely forgot that.
Want to listen to the show on demand and on the go? Enlist today at BubbaArmyHQ.com. Sign up and start listening. The Bubba the Love Sponge Show will be back after this.
City name Insidia?
Ensenada?
Ensenada.
Ensenada.
Ensenada, Mexico.
Like empanada, but Ensenada.
It's in the Baja.
Sounds like a delicious town.
Would it be inappropriate for me to tell? Oh no, I'm not talking to the lead singer.
No, we got the drummer.
I'm gonna say this.
Bud.
But the drummer, did he drum with the original guy?
Yeah.
So I could ask him, do you find it just amazing how close they sound alike? Does he think they sound alike? Because we do.
Yeah, that works.
Oh.
Did I say 4-3, Bubba? I think I did. I think I did.
Yeah, you called that one out.
I think I gotta probably break one more time, so I'm at 7, so I don't have to break and then come back to him. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Good morning, Gilson.
what do you think, Brian? Do I break one? Do I short space it and break again, like in 4 or 5 minutes, so that we can go long form with this? Or do you think this is just going to be a 5 to 10 minute gimmick anyway?
I think it's probably going to be a 5 to 10 minute gimmick.
Okay.
Most likely, but
What, this interview?
yeah. What are your thoughts, Seth?
I don't think it needs to be longer than 10 or 15.
Yeah.
What's this guy's name?
Bud.
Bud, okay. I'm just now getting that fucking lubrication on my off my palate.
All right, everybody, get your Blizzard bucks ready.
Blizzard bucks?
Yeah, we're gonna make it snow when the show starts.
Oh, okay.
They're gonna make it snow.
Somebody said they were trying to email you through Seth at Bubba Army HQ to buy a box.
Monster said take the internet pod out of audition. Bubba.
What happened, Brian?
Listener messaged me through Facebook saying that they were emailing you through
And
Bubba
there's
Army, Seth
their
at Bubba
tour
Army
dates.
HQ trying to buy a Blizzard box.
There's a bitch that.
Oh, okay, here it is. Oh, he wants the Winter is Coming box, and I forgot which one that is.
You'll have to go back and listen to the Blizzard.
I gotta go. I got my pricing here somewhere.
The Minnesota Yacht Club Festival.
Oh, dude, that's the $200 one. He's getting the $200 box.
Well, there you go.
I'll get back to him. We got the First Snow, Jack Frost, the Olaf Whiteout, and the Winter is Coming.
It's not the only thing coming.
I need probably enchilada.
Yeah, let me pull it up. It's up on
Ensenada.
It's where?
Ensenada.
Broadcasting live from the Aquabedo studios.
Aquabedo.com/Bubba.
It's the Bubba the Love Sponge Show.
Maybe Macho Man can post up. There he goes. Some Ensenada.
Ensenada.
How do you say it?
Ensenada.
Ensenada.
Yes.
Am I saying it correctly?
Yes.
Sublime, or Bud, the lead drummer of Sublime, will be on here in a minute. And they're appear. I think. Well, the song I'm going to play now, Enchilada.
Ensenada.
Okay, whatever.
Ensalada is Mexican for salad.
Oh, so that's what this is?
No, Ensenada is a city in Mexico.
It's in Baja.
What's an empanada?
An empanada.
I think that's something
An
you eat. I
empanada
think that's something you
is a pastry filled with meats or cheeses.
Interesting.
Yes.
I want to play that song about you know what I'm saying, like they didn't lose their sound. It sounds just like, as if Jacob's father was there. right? I mean, it sounds as sublime could get without having the original dude there.
Yeah, no, it's. I was shocked when I heard it last night and listened to the song, and I was like, wow, that just sounds exactly like his father.
Now, does the single come out tomorrow, and then there's an album thereafter?
They start their tour. They start their tour tomorrow too.
Oh, they do.
Minnesota,
They do. They're in Minnesota, St. Paul, Minnesota, and then Long Beach, California, then Vegas, then Brooklyn, then New York, then Connecticut, Washington. Ooh.
Jacob was 11 months old when his dad died.
Really?
Yeah.
No.
Let's tackle that deep.
No.
Let's.
I mean, if Jacob was on, I think you got to go into it a little bit.
Oh no.
Well, I mean, Bud would know. They were bandmates.
Well, we could say that. I mean, like how. What was the family reaction when
sorrowful?
Well, I would ask him how involved was he with Bud in his, with Jacob in him growing up? Did he stay in touch with the family? Was he around?
Were him and Jacob's mom and was Jacob's mom and what's the guy's name?
Bud
that died.
Oh, Bradley. Brad.
Brad. Were Brad and Jacob's mom together?
Yeah, well,
you know what I'm saying?
So, by the way, the full album comes out either later this summer or early fall. It hasn't been announced on a date for the full album.
Music's so back right now.
What do you mean, like it's so back right now?
I mean, there's just a lot going on. It's a good time to be a music lover. There's new stuff. The old bands are going back out on tour again. I'm loving this Benson Boone guy. I mean, I just can't get enough.
And it's just there's so many different ways to appreciate music nowadays that you don't have to just listen to what the radio shoves down your face. There's so many different avenues to be able to get music nowadays that that allows for new artists that you maybe would have never had an opportunity to listen to because of the politics of radio. Is that Bud right there?
Yes, it is.
What's up, Bubba?
How you doing, Bud?
Doing good. Good morning.
Now, where's home for Bud?
It's in Reno, Nevada.
Oh, that's where my dad lives.
Oh yeah.
My dad lives in I think Sparks.
Yeah, he's a smart man then, because Reno's so close to hell you can see Sparks, but the smart people, they get tired of living in hell, so they move to Sparks.
Yeah, my dad's got kind of like a little bit of land up on a mountain kind of deal, and he has his shop and everything. All this, he goes out and drink. He's got a pretty big shop because he restores antique Fords, and he just loves the hell out of it.
Oh, he's probably my neighbor. Yeah. I live up on the hill over there, and I restore Chevys.
Oh, listen, my dad, I'm telling you right now, Bud, my dad is one of the most knowledgeable men in the 1932. He specifically does 32 Fords, like the first year of the V8. So he's a 32 Ford guy. And he built, like, you don't understand. He's got like some real rare stuff, like what was that from Eddie Meyer from Hollywood in intakes and single Strombo carburetors with Arden heads. He doesn't chop any of his cars, but he's like the foremost expert. I should hook you two up.
This is like car porn in the morning.
Yeah.
I have a 31 Ford. You guys, your dad's like into 32s.
Yeah, because those 31 Model A's, the 32 guys kind of scoff, but like, man, that guy's got a 31 Model A. He's kind of a pussy. Because I think the only thing they offered back in 31 was a 4-cylinder. That's it.
Yeah.
The V8s didn't come out till 32. Hey, listen, Bud, when we get done, let me give you my dad's info because you would just, he just,
that'd be great.
He's he's just all about, he goes to the August, the August hot nights, and right now he's somewhere in Vancouver.
What do you want Bud to knock on his door and see if he can come out and play?
No, but like Bud is a classic car. Early Ford guy, and those guys, there's not a lot of them, but they stick together. Because
But don't grow too close to him, though. He may ditch you for a while.
Shut up. So, Bud, we just played your new single. It gets dropped tomorrow. You know, you're one of the original OGs. You're one of the couple that were there from day one to now. Jacob taking over. And just, how do you have are you rejuvenated? Do you feel like there's like a new lease for Sublime and you guys can go out there and really do jam it like you guys used to, write good stuff? You guys now practically sound the same. Jacob just has an uncanny ability to sound like his dad. You guys are, if you guys are as sublime you've ever been, do you go out there and kill it now?
Absolutely, 100%. I mean, this has just been the gift that keeps on giving. I mean, thanks to the fans. 100%. We owe it to you guys. It's all your love that has kept us around this long, and we're just stoked to be able to share this with you once again. Just like you said, Bubba, Jake is just, he's killing it up there. I mean, he's.
Do you sometimes, as you're back here drumming your ass off, do you sometimes close your eyes? Because I know you guys got monitors, you guys got inner ears too. So you're hearing probably the final mix, aren't you? On your in your monitors.
Yeah, I'm hearing all kinds of things that are going on live and direct in my monitors. But yeah, I can just sit there and close my eyes and it just takes me to another place.
Be like, man, I swear to God, if I didn't know any better, it was Brad up there just belting it all out, right? I mean, the kid. It makes for such a great story too. It really does, Yeah,
I mean, who would have thought that 27 years later, this guy's son's going to come up and just take the reins and then just bring us right back to the top again.
And not from some jobber or local band, but from a very successful, alternative rock. Like you guys you had the it factor for a long time. You guys were you guys know, we're not talking about some mid-level band. You guys were the upper echelon of alternative rock. Absolutely. And for that guy to come in, that's a big undertaking and a lot of pressure.
Yeah, when we played that Coachella show, it was like we got out there and there was like 98,000 people out there. I wasn't nervous for me. I was nervous for Jake. I was like, man, I'm thriving on this. This is the kind of environment that Eric and I just eat up. We're working off the crowd. The crowd's just feeding us energy. But I'm like sitting here going like, holy crap. Jake's played in front of like maybe 5,000 people at the most. Whoa!
Now was the Coachella, was that kind of the anointment, like the anointing of, okay, this, we've done some smaller seat venues, but now we're at Coachella. It is not only the who's who are there, but they're true music enthusiasts. They could have very well said, man, you guys can feel the vibe of the crowd, and when you guys hit it and played that very first song, whatever it was, you could probably tell that, man, we got lightning in a bottle here based on the response you're getting from the fans, based on the vibe and what you're hearing through your monitors. You probably being the old timer and being the guy that's been there the longest, like man, this is, sensory overload almost.
Coachella was like baptism by fire. I mean, it was like either we do it or we die, and it was the the telltale moment. Either this is going to happen or it's going to fade real fast. And Jake handled it like a pro. And then, we came back and started, rehearsing a couple more songs and stuff, kind of trying to work on our live set. And then we put that Feel Like That song out, and that kind of opened the door for things, really right there. That was the door opening moment for Ensenada. It was like, wow, this could really happen, Now
the Ensenada, before listening to the lyrics, because I'm kind of a sick, perverted kind of, I'm kind of a sicko. So I said, why would a band write a song about a city unless that's got a lot of groupie ass? And so, is that what Ensenada, it was why you guys wrote it? Because that's where the best groupie ass is? Or is that where you truly have the most fun at that particular city? I got you thinking. I got you thinking, buddy. I got you thinking.
Yes, you did. Oh yeah, no, being a car guy, you can't miss the Baja 1000.
No.
That was, Southern California, we just live off that stuff. We'd go down to Baja and go surfing. We'd take off to go down there and buy beer before we were 21 and stuff because you could get it down there legally when you're 18. So, we were always heading down to Ensenada back in the day just to get tacos and stuff,
Just as kids, just as frolicking around as kids.
Yeah. 16, 17, 18 years old. It was nothing back then.
So it wasn't what I thought where it was the best groupies of the tour was Ensenada.
But there are. But there are. I mean, it's the best fish tacos in Ensenada by far, and that's his 100% tour information for you guys because the farther you get from Ensenada, the worse the Mexican food gets, and you can't get any fresher fish tacos than in Ensenada.
Man, you would think that the Chamber of Commerce of Ensenada has hired you to be their spokesperson, bud. I mean, you're really going crazy about Ensenada, man. I'm telling you.
I'm friends with the mayor.
So you guys got. I mean, I'm looking at your tour dates. I mean, you guys are hitting all the big ones, and really, I mean, from Minnesota to Long Beach to Vegas to Brooklyn. I mean, you guys are canvassing the entire country nicely. Don't see any. Wish I saw a Florida date down here. What the hell?
We were just there. We played that live golf tournament down there at Trump Corral.
Yeah, but hold on. But hold on, numbnuts. The average Sublime person can't go to that gig. Come on now.
I know.
Okay, so don't.
The average Sublime fan doesn't have a polo shirt.
Right. So the average schlep that lives in Pinellas Park that's a Sublime fan, that bitch couldn't go. No, he hasn't seen you. You guys, he's not going to be able to see you guys. He can't go.
We did the Halloween. We did the Halloween down there too. So
don't give me what you did, bitch. You need to make it over to Florida, my friend, and then I can go backstage and and you can act like you know me. I can get a couple pictures and I look super cool.
We're coming back.
So Brian and Seth, any questions for Bud?
I just want to know when you were originally with Sublime with Rome, and then you said after a while it just didn't feel right. What made this feel different? Because it was Brad's son?
Yeah, it was definitely that. The timing on things was just. It was different back then. I'm a single parent raising 3 kids by myself now, and they're still pretty young. When this came around, it wasn't really to do any music per se. It was, we're doing this benefit show for a friend of ours, HR, and that's how it all started. So it happened real organically. Like I had played songs with Jake before, and it was really like kind of like I don't think this is ever really going to happen, But then the idea came about, to do this benefit show, and the timing was just right.
Now, Bud, did Jacob grow up in the music business? Like, has he obviously lost his dad at a very young age, 11 months, like a year, something like that. And so obviously stayed in his dad's lane, so to speak. Kid could have gone on and done anything, whatever a kid wanted to do, if you set your mind to it, you can do it. But, he obviously to commit to the rock and to the musician business, he just didn't come and thought about this last week. And this has been I'm sure that he's been through, probably 10 local bands, because that's kind of how it works as a musician. You go through all kinds of different bands and personnel before you finally get the one that all gels together and you get lucky enough to get a hit. So has he been in a bunch of bands regionally and locally up to this point?
Yeah, he did. He kind of got his musical start later on in life. He wasn't really groomed to be a musician. He was kind of guarded in that sense. kind of keep him away from all the vampires. Garlic necklaces and lots of crosses and holy water and
all that nonsense.
But yeah, no, he grew up in Long Beach and kind of had the same kind of childhood that Eric and Brad and I all had, and then he just he picked up a guitar and started playing it, and grabbed a couple neighborhood friends and formed a band and started touring and stuff,
So he started out like, nobody handed him nothing. He organically started the way you had to start, or the way his dad had to start, so like nothing was handed to him. You guys all didn't get together and be like, man, we think Jacob might be able to sound like his dad. Let's see if this kid is, no, this kid's already established himself as a lead vocalist, and, it's a natural fit. It's amazing that he decided to take his father's path in life.
It is, and he like made and early on he like established himself as his own musician, and like refused to play any Sublime songs. His first band,
they would be like, hey man, play some of your dad's stuff, brother, come on, like the local honky tonks, right? And he's like, no,
and he'd be like, okay, yeah, here's this, check it out, and play something
completely his own song or something, right?
Absolutely.
Here's an obscure Sublime cut that never made it, but let me just play it. It's really his stuff, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
No.
Brian, go ahead.
Bud, were you around Jake as he was growing up, or did you have like kind of like some space there where have you seen him grow up into the man he is now, or?
It was I live up in Reno, so we're like an 8-hour drive apart from each other, and so I would see him occasionally here and there, so it wasn't like I was in his life on a daily or monthly kind of basis. So we'd run into each other, every couple of years or so.
Hey, are you still a Bigfoot guy, Bud?
Oh yeah.
Bud
I
believes
was just talking with Bubba the other day.
You're a Bigfoot guy?
No, Bigfoot's a band, Bubba.
Oh, I thought
not the hairy monster that's walking the earth.
I thought Bud was a Bigfoot dude, and he was like going to get into his Bigfoot conspiracy and stuff.
No, I thought you were on a Bigfoot show back in the day.
Yeah, no, my buddy Bubba, he was on that Finding Bigfoot show, and he brought me out squatching with him.
Is that what it's called when you're looking for Bigfoot, squatching?
Squatching, yeah.
Bud, I got to tell you, man, we appreciate you, coming on. And if you ever make it down to Tampa, we'd love to have you, love to have you on, and love to see you and go to the show. And more importantly, as you guys release new stuff, globally, we'd love to promote it for you on all of our various platforms and stuff. So, thank you for whitelisting the new song that we've played now 3 times today. We appreciate that. And as you get new stuff, let's keep in touch, and let me get Bud's information, because I want to give him my dad's information, because I'm telling you, early 30 Ford guys they like to know where you like to know where there's another dude that's such an obscure niche of a hobby that when you find one, you probably like to know a little something about him.
Definitely.
Plus, let me tell you something, Bud. My dad does all of this. He's old school. So when my dad is repairing a quarter panel or something like that, my dad uses real lead and flux in the lead and then hand files it. And like, he doesn't use any Bondo or any putty like that. Like, my dad still does it like the old fashioned way. So,
Yeah.
So
that's the way to do it.
And hey, you guys, we're gonna have Bud from Sublime being my dad, Doug Clem fan.
That's right.
Him and Doug Clem are gonna hang. And Doug Clem knows nothing about Sublime. He listens to the Beach Boys, I think. Honest to God.
Bud, you excited about the Vegas 3 nights there that you're gonna be doing at the Park MGM?
Oh yeah, that's gonna be a blast. I can't wait for that.
How was it playing at Red Rock?
Oh, that'd be cool.
That's awesome. I mean, that place is like Mecca for musicians.
How much different was it, like going back there? Because you guys played there, what, April?
Yeah. We played there in April, and then we played there with Stick Figure, I think, last year in September.
Nice.
Now, with regards to Red Rock, as beautiful as it is the infrastructure, like the backstage area for you musicians and stuff, like your guys' area, is that as equally nice and impressive?
Oh yeah. There's still there's rock and stuff formed into the dressing rooms and stuff down there below the stages and all that. It's pretty neat. There's little caves and stuff that you can walk through and tunnels, and it's pretty neat back there.
You know, somebody could do a show just on rock stars' dressing rooms because realistically, Bud, I think you'd be the first one to say they're really not that glamorous. They might have a couch and a little bit of a little vegetable tray and a little, I think all bands always ask for 12 towels and two cases of beer, so enough to get them on the road and to the next city. And when you're really, really on the road living you're going city to city, and you've been in that grind before.
It's so glamorous, I just want a plate of sweaty cheese when I get home, just to remind me of how glamorous it is. We dine at the truck stops all the time, at home, just to make me feel like I'm, special again.
When you start missing the touring schedule, you just go down to the Love's truck stop, pay for a $10 shower, and then it gets you right back on center. Hey, Bud, let's keep in touch. I want to promote all your stuff, my friend, and I'd like to get your information passed on to my dad. And again, man, let's do this. Let's do this every once in a while. Promote Sublime and where you guys are playing, and keep in touch, my friend. I wanna hope I met a new friend today.
Heck yeah, Bubba. Sounds great, man.
All right, buddy. We'll get your information and I'll pass it to my dad. Okay.
Perfect. Sounds great.
See you later, Bud.
Right on. Take it easy.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Bud from Sublime. They got an extensive national touring schedule, but nothing in Florida. That sucks.
Well, Atlanta's not that far, Bubba.
We could really go backstage and big stuff with this guy. He really
now
likes
that him
us.
and your dad are best friends.
Yeah, he starts hanging out with my dad. Next thing you know, I got to go backstage.
They're building 32 Fords together.
Next thing you know, I got to go on stage and introduce him, the whole 9 yards.
We're hanging out at Christmas.
Yeah.
You're coming over.
Yeah, he's got his left front fender on his Model A is all tore up, and Doug Clem goes and fixes it for him and everything. It's got to be my man.
That's right.
Exactly. We got to go into words, don't we?
Yes, we do.
All right, back in a minute.
If you liked that segment, then you'll definitely like the new redesigned BubbaArmyHQ.com. We'll be back to the Bubba the Love Sponge show after this.
Former band.
Yeah, but I don't think that.
No, it fit in.
You didn't.
No,
he did, and you know what? He didn't miss a beat. He wasn't. We weren't. It was like it was mean spirited or anything. It was just a question that happened to. They just don't. They just don't want you to get them in gotcha type moments.
Yeah, like bad mouthing Rome Ramirez.
That it's better just to really kiss these guys' asses, and so that they, when they do come to town, you got a possibility of going to the show or something like that. Like if this guy came to fucking Tampa, he would be set up. Just because I think he likes.
First concert in 15 years, Bubba.
No, but I think hanging out and going backstage at a Sublime concert would be pretty fucking cool.
Oh yeah. Oh no, it would be.
I think getting a Sublime autographed guitar would be okay.
Yeah.
Seth, if we had full VIP access backstage, free IP parking, catering, the whole 9 yards was Sublime, would you go to the show?
Yeah, I'll just say backstage is overrated.
No, I know I was getting ready to say that, but I'm just saying, backstage means we had the run of the place. We can go where the fuck we want.
That's how you get the crickets, Seth.
Yeah.
Practice and
that's how you get a caper. That's how you get a caper.
I mean, that worked out for Eric Andre.
Say it, Seth. That's how you get a caper.
That's how you get a caper.
I got no crystal ball. Yeah, Seth made sure he shoehorned his way back there while the rest of us were out with the.
Hey, Lummy. Yes, I think the guy really likes me.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna get his contact for you.
Yeah.
You want me to just text it to you?
Text me his contact information.
Okay. You also thought Jelly Roll liked you.
Okay, Brian.
Oh, baby face.
Brian, honest to God, how do you, honestly, how do you take from that conversation that I didn't nail it and fucking...
I'm just teasing.
And make this guy my friend. He's my friend now.
I think you guys are friends for life. NWO.
Bud from Sublime is my friend. I can say that.
You can say that.
If somebody,
unequivocally.
You're somebody's friend when somebody asks if you know them and the guy says yes. So like if somebody would go ask Bud, Hey, you know Bubba Loves Bunch from Tampa? Yeah, I know that guy. I talked to him.
We're friends now.
That's my buddy.
Did we just become best friends?
I think him and I.
Yep.
I think him and I just became best friends. I'm so whoopied out.
Well, why do you have her up then?
To make fun of her. When I make fun of her, I feel better about myself.
Oh, okay. I ain't got no crystal ball. Well, I had $1 million, but
What was Sublime's biggest hit?
Santeria, probably.
Wrong Way was pretty big.
Date Rape. Date Rape's a banger.
What's that?
Date Rape.
Fired. Veteran federal prosecutor Maureen Comey. Source.
I was gonna ask Brian about this. Yeah, this will get us into a couple. I mean, we can. This will get us in a good discussion that we can leave on. Hey Seth, guess who my new best friend is?
Bud.
Mm-hmm.
Bud Go. Gal.
Real name Floyd.
Floyd, yeah. Only his real friends call him Floyd. It's a picture of Bud with my dad.
Summertime.
Well, qualified to represent the LBC.
I'm glad we didn't talk about Rome. Bitch smoked all my weed, the next big thing.
Oh my goodness. Rome Ramirez, you owe Seth a joint.
It was all my edibles and shit. We were listening with the Dirty Heads. We were listening to the new Kanye West album. Pretty cool.
That's a cool experience.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I guess when two stoner bands are getting your fucking weed. little fuckers.
Weed hogs. Little weed hog, say it.
Yeah.
I'm trying to.
You could have left the Founded out.
Broadcasting live from the Aquabito Studios. Aquabito.com/Bubba. It's the Bubba the Love Sponge Show.
You think Sublime is in the 10 million records club?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, maybe 20.
Let's see.
Let me do it. Look it up immediately. Talking about my new best friend.
Over 17 million worldwide.
Almost the 20 million club.
Yeah, 14.9 in the United States.
14.9, but I like the 17.
Yeah.
International better. So, Seth, I'm sorry, Brian. I wanted to maybe end the show with this. You got to, to be a federal prosecutor, I think is a pretty big thing, is it not? Like to work for when you're a federal prosecutor, that means you work for the Department of Justice and whatever division, but you're basically the lawyer for the government trying to get, representing either criminal cases.
Yeah, you got it.
I mean, right?
Yeah.
And so do a lot of times will a person, is there a lot of people is this a very prestigious job? Does this fold you into a huge firm, or do you do this later in your career, or do you do this right out of college?
No, you work your way up, and then you leave, and you start a private practice defending people, and you have so much sway because you know everybody in the office and all of that, and you're friends with them, and you tutored them and mentored them, and then you get cases dismissed because of who you know.
So, but you're saying this is to be a prosecutor is the first part of that. You can't go private until you've been a prosecutor.
No, you can, but and people do, but if you want that ultimate sway and pull and cachet, you go be a prosecutor and then shift into private practice.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Well, in order to get fired That's a pretty big deal too, isn't it? Like very rarely do you hear of federal it's not a very newsworthy thing. I don't think it happens a lot where federal prosecutors are getting fired. Right?
One resigned because Trump wanted her to dismiss the case against Eric Adams, the disgraced mayor of New York, and she refused, and so she just resigned. And then obviously Comey's daughter had it coming because her dad's taking shots at Trump.
So here's the latest.
Sources tell ABC.
The girl that tried, I think, the P. Diddy case, the Ghislaine Maxwell case, I think.
The Epstein case?
Yeah, here we go.
Sources tell ABC News the Justice Department has fired veteran federal prosecutor Maureen Comey from her job in the Southern District.
Now, is her dad,
Yep.
James Comey?
Yep.
Of New York, where she worked on the cases against Jeffrey Epstein. Ghislaine Maxwell.
Oh, no, I guess did they get an Epstein conviction?
No, they didn't get to try
They
him.
didn't even get to trial.
No.
Right.
And Sean.
They had to kill him before he was able to start flapping the information, right?
Combs.
All right, so she did all the big high-profile cases, some of which I don't know if the outcome was what the government wanted. Do you think it was the P. Diddy deal, that she botched the P. Diddy deal, and that they wanted the P. Diddy deal so bad, the DOJ did, to be able to parade that around, that they feel like Brian, if you're the government, you kind of got your ass kicked.
Yeah, I mean, that was probably as good as it could have gone for P. Diddy,
Right.
because he was dead to rights on the transportation of prostitutes across state lines.
You got your ass kicked. You got the less sexier of the two,
The reason for her firing was not immediately clear, but sources say President Trump privately vented about having the daughter of former FBI Director James Comey, who initiated the Russia investigation, working in his administration.
Boom. I mean, and then that is, I guess, a federal prosecutor is working within his administration, correct?
Yeah.
And it's his, I mean, he
runs he's the executive.
Right.
The
Now, the only
DOJ 's
thing he
under his
can't do is
purview.
he can't fire a federal judge or a superior judge.
Right.
But he can get rid of their prosecutors and the people that, work for them, correct? I mean,
Yeah.
get rid of them. So
Yeah. They're employees of the DOJ.
The blizzard's coming up next. That's the Seth Kushner and Brian the Babyface Matroni. Brian, I think I really liked today's show.
I thought it was great.
Seth, how's the show today?
It was a show.
Bubba, I hope you feel better, Bubba.
Yeah, good luck with your poop flare.
I got oil reeker.
Bubba's going to be blowing up the toilet like the Exxon Valdez.
I feel like the Tin Man from Wizard of Oz.
Do one more hit. Do one more hit for the road, Bubba.
No, I got to get out of here.
Thanks for letting me finish.
You've been listening to the Bubba the Love Sponge Show, starring
me, Bubba the Love Sponge,
co-host and show historian, Lumet.
It's Seth, co-host and president of podcasting.
It's Brian Matroni, king of counter programming.
You're wiring up. It's Mini Macho.
The BRN agent, Thomas Buttoned Up B.
Co-host, Dr. Dan Diaco, Esquire of Council. Co-host, J. Diaco, Esquire, the Spitting Cobra of Council.
Now, time for the legal disclaimer.
Exactly.
The Bubba the Love Sponge Show is intended solely for the enjoyment of our listening audience. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, or other use of this show without express written consent of the Bubba Radio Network is prohibited.
We must dissuade him of this delusion.
Until next time, always remember.
I'll repeat hello.